while. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while. Who would like to recap?
I think if anyone, it should be Ethan. Didn't expect that one, did you?
Actually, I did.
I'm pretty sure last session was mostly about Eugene.
Was it?
So
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Slag. An old British slang word for a woman who has a lot of sexual partners. Dirty puzzle.
I can recap.
An
remember
especially
pretty
dirty lady of the night during the Victorian
I
era.
have notes I took.
I don't have notes, but let the note taker.
All right.
Yeah,
Note
one
taker,
second.
go for
Let
it.
me pull them up.
Okay.
I have them on Google Drive. And I think I shared it here, so if anyone else
I
wants
believe you
to
did.
also take notes, they're totally welcome to.
Hi, Sam. Okay.
Oh, that's right. We were in Hume.
Were we?
I thought we were in not Hume, but
Hume is the territory.
oh right. Wait.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh
That's
yes.
right. The one
Yep,
that's
yep.
not labeled.
Zooming out. Zooming out.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just realized I didn't fix the map yet.
How dare you? I'm telling.
See if I can do it right now.
See.
Mewling quim. An insult used during the Victorian era to call someone whiny. The literal translation is a whimpering vagina.
Why are you reading this stuff?
Hedge creeper. A phrase from the 1800s for a low-class prostitute.
You didn't answer my question.
Whoop. Okay.
Strumpet. A term coined by Shakespeare and used by pirates to describe very sexually active women.
Did you just type that up in Roll20?
Nope. I thought about it and then it showed up.
Okay, I have my notes pulled up for already.
Why the fuck you
I'm
lying?
ready, baby.
Okay.
Always lying.
Okay,
My god.
so last time on Dragon Ball Z,
Oh no.
Imald guides us off a beaten path on our way to Hume. As she does so, the jungle gets extremely thick. Extra thick. Kashan starts hacking away at the brush, but Imald screams and protests. She jumps on him to try and prevent any further destruction of the forest. She tells Arshaka that she will speak and ask the vines for a safer route. They comply, moving aside for the party, allowing them to pass. As they walk through the jungle, one vine wraps itself around Dima's leg and won't let go. Imald asks the tree why it's holding on, and Ruti the tree, which is the official canonized name, explains that he has an evil cloud hanging over him.
He called me emo.
I believe the tree starts screaming at Imald, saying, "Eject! Eject!" Imald convinces the tree that she will watch over Dima, and everyone continues to pass through the jungle unimpeded. Eventually, they come to the edge of a large canyon. Off in the distance, massive roots can be seen spilling over the far edge of the canyon. Hanging off these roots is a small town of Thorpe, Imald's home. That surprised Sam.
Wait.
Graven suddenly... Huh?
The
What?
it is a Thorpe, it's not called Thorpe.
Oh, okay. So does it have a name?
Wow, I have to look at my notes. But I can't.
That's fine.
I'll get back to you.
Just consider it the Thorpe for now.
Yeah.
The Thorpe, yeah.
Graven suddenly recognizes the area, and it is where he studied some wood element font thingy. He explains that he can communicate with the plants and cause them to rapidly grow, creating a footpath for the party to traverse down the canyon wall. Graven says, quote, "I, more than anyone, know we're on a tight schedule," which Eugene instantly took note of, getting a sense of secrecy and almost malice. He doesn't say anything yet, but is now keeping an eye on Graven. The roots grow at Graven's command, and an intricate staircase is formed down the roots, while heavenly music plays all around us. 5 minutes go by, and the staircase is finished. The party descends as the bridge forms, and they eventually reach the Thorpe. This small town consists of houses that are essentially overgrown trees. In the center of town, there is a large, beautiful dark crystal, the Horian, or the Dreaming Crystal. Around this crystal, 5 rev buns, or briar-born elders, sit cross-legged. The villagers of this town notice Arshaka and immediately begin worshipping and throwing themselves at his feet. Also, his new nickname is Fruity Pebbles. Arshaka gets a super flashback from way back, where he found a journal in the ruins of Zahim. He recognizes the power of the crystal. The elders approach Arshaka and welcomes Imald back. She explains that Arshaka is a living, dreaming crystal. She brought him here so that the elders can meet him and have a chat. The elders sit back down and begin speaking in unison. They hiss at Dima as he walks through.
Fuck you.
The Dreaming Circle in the center of town. Horialt, I think is how it is pronounced. The elders refer to Arshaka as the Eltorian, asking him what his purpose is. They all seem to think that Arshaka is a god, and the one that created the Briarborn. The Revbuns explain that 5 years ago, after the crystal fell, it gave birth to their race. Arshaka realizes that the Briarborn have the same crystal energy inside them, the same energy he is tasked with destroying and returning to the Living Gate. As the party is swarmed by villagers and their curiosity, Arshaka walks up to the crystal and reaches out. It vibrates and hums as he gets closer. Arshaka is pulled slightly toward the crystal by a strong magnetic force. He yells out for help while he stumbles towards it. Graven teleports in between Arshaka and the crystal, blocking the two from touching. Dima yanks Arshaka back away. Arshaka seems uneasy, and the elders erect a wall of wood and roots around the crystal for now. He sits down, and there was a little heh in my notes.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, classic.
He sits down and explains to the Briarbun the whole sitch with the Living Gate. "Do you sense the same dark crystal energy in me, in my people?" says the Revbund, or the elder, or whoever.
All of them.
Arshaka replies, "Yes." Imald winces in fear, stepping back. "Does that mean you want to kill me?" Arshaka pauses. "No." A large mote of energy suddenly appears and rushes towards Arshaka. Kashan steps in to take the blow, and Graven blasts the mote before it can hit. A large explosion follows, blowing everyone back. The villagers start freaking out. Imald asks the elders if any more Imald, or Truth Seekers, have returned. So far, our Imald is the only one to do so. Then I missed some shit. I think Arshaka is contemplating destroying the crystal?
What?
The Revbun gather around Arshaka and give him his blessing, while Imald runs off with tears in her eyes. Arshaka wants to think on this one and goes off to meditate. In the meantime, Kashan, Eugene, and Dima are hungry and go looking for Imald, hoping that she'll be able to help them find something to eat.
Feed me, bitch!
Feed me!
It sounded like it was just going to go into. They start looking for Imald to eat her.
To eat her. That's what I was thinking
They start feasting on her fleshy body. Eventually, they find her slightly outside the village. They approach and offer their condolences, but Imald is scared of what Arshaka will decide. Kashan and Arshaka. Meet at the edge of town, and Arshaka requests that the Rev Bunch to meet him outside of the town. Imald and the group return, and Arshaka says that he doesn't feel comfortable continuing his mission to destroy the energy at this moment. Clearly doesn't understand everything involving the living gate and this energy, and he is perplexed. The elders offer their energy up, saying it would be an honor to give their energy to the living gate. After again refusing, they ask a favor. To keep an eye out for any other beings like them, and any Imalds that they might find. Arshaka decides to touch the crystal, much to Imald's protests. The village gathers around as Arshaka approaches, all bowing as he reaches out. Imald turns away, defeated. As he touches the crystal, the black color bleeds from the crystal into Arshaka, turning him into a dark mind.
Bum bum bam!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Did it.
The crystal is now a pale white that Arshaka used to be, even though Arshaka was really pink. He feels a stronger connection to the Briarborn, and gains several new attributes. He literally feels as if he is their god now. He feels bound to them. Suddenly, on either side of the canyon's cliff, off in the distance, we all hear two loud war horns, followed by the cheers of many men. Smoke billows up to the sky off in the distance, and the smell of war is on everyone's nostrils.
Oh, you better not.
Nice, dude. Nice recap.
Oh,
Thank
shit.
you.
Do it again.
Give
From the
yourself 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
Woo!
Right.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So you're all standing around the central pylon, which is now white. Of course, our shark has a dark mind. And you hear these sounds up at the top of the canyon. Rob, do you feel comfortable continuing to RP for the Thorpe people?
I can RP for the Thorpe. Yes.
Okay. Please continue to do so.
Okay. Let's see here. Question: has any humans ever gotten this close to our village within the last 5 years?
Hell no!
Hmm.
Well, you guys are monsters.
Everyone's looking at you, Arshaka, for your next order, so to speak.
So
I think the Red Buns are going to come up to you with a very worried look in their eyes, and they want to speak to you in private. Wish to speak to you in private, Arshaka.
okay, real quick, how much can we tell based on what we can hear? Like, we heard horns, but like, can we tell what, like, who it is?
Not really.
Battle.
No, not really at all. In fact, the sounds that you heard just were momentary, and they sort of subsided within the forest once you heard that initial rush. You do still see the smoke, but in terms of like battle sounds, it was either a short-lived battle or it's not as loud as you first thought it was.
It might be just a, I don't know, a camp or something.
A skirmish.
Probably.
I'm starting to have thoughts about what this might be.
How far away did it sound? Oh wait, you said it was right on the cliffside.
Well, so, I mean, okay, so if a sound happened outside the canyon, my intention with you hearing it all around you is that the sound would come into the canyon and bounce around. So it would be hard for you to tell where it came from.
Bouncing around, bouncing around.
Okay. Are there any sort of like guards or military-looking Briarborn?
No.
Would we have to roll for that?
Well, shit.
Nope. We are very peaceful and are isolated from most dangers.
Right. Emald is an exception because Emald has been around the world.
Correct.
I'll like shrug and sigh, but like, do we gotta go check that out?
I'm
Keep your
very
eyes
your
on the
must.
canyon. I'll be right back. And then I'll walk off with the red buns that wanted
Where-
to talk to me.
Where are you going? I say to you.
You
He's
must
got,
speak to
he's got new friends now.
it.
Got it all, bitches.
He's gonna play Overwatch with his new friend. We're not gonna get to do anything.
I don't really have too much. You pretty much said everything. Basically, what they want you to do is to remind you that we are in your hands now, Arshaka. Our safety depends on your actions. Keep that in mind.
Of course, of course.
Come on, Space Jesus. What are you gonna do about it?
Perhaps it would be your
I'm
best
more
interest
forest
to...
Jesus than space Jesus.
I don't know. You seem kind of alien-like.
You're treesus.
That's all I got.
Oh,
No.
good.
I expected more of a response. I'm disappointed.
I mean,
James, can
Yeah,
the village do
don't
something really cool? Like, really, really cool?
Like Voltron.
Yeah, kind of.
Like what?
Can it...
All of the Briarborn turn into a giant tree monster.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
a
no.
giant,
Yeah.
like
And
tree
this-
kaiju.
We kill everything in the planet and gain all the experience, and we are level 20. The end.
No.
I was wondering if we could possibly have like a self-defense system built in,
Like
where we
turrets?
can paint ourselves and turn us into a wooden walnut, basically.
Oh, interesting. So you turn into like a
like-
little hard turd.
Like
Yep.
surround the whole village in vines or something.
Yeah.
That sounds way better
Or
than just
dung.
Interesting.
turd.
assemble
You would
poop
bring
All
formation.
the Briarborn just go gathering feces and build a giant
Let's-
dome.
Let's say
like a collection of dung beetles.
But
They
at
just
the cost of
over a giant ball and rolling it around.
And we're like, what are you doing? They're like, we don't know.
Oh god, help us! We smell awful.
so
But it would
Rob,
take
are you
the
saying
part-
each tree dude can turn into a nut?
no. They would focus all their energy and commune with the plants, kind of like what Jordan did with creating roots and turning them to steps. But instead, it would just encase the whole village in roots.
Yeah,
It would
right.
take like participation for everyone.
I suppose that could happen.
Be pretty cool.
How long would it last? Would the people be able to get out if they needed to?
That would be. Yeah, I don't know about that.
So like what
What
happens
if it just takes? What if it just takes like sustained concentration and they can only hold it up so long as their strength allows?
so like the rev buns can focus and only the rev buns and they can make a defensive wall kind of thing?
all the villagers that would participate in this
All
as
of
well.
them. Okay.
So basically, remember, we can also communicate with plants around us, so we can use that as a extrasensory kind of mechanic, so we can actually see what's going on around us as well.
So you're also assuming that there's like a major threat at this point.
Correct. Yes, they are. They don't know what to assume. So the red buns are going to tell Arshaka to go out right now and investigate. Meanwhile, we're going to hold up here and then
Okay.
return to us when it's safe.
I said, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think they could do that.
Okay.
Cool.
Cop.
So who is investigating and who is staying?
I sure.
I go
should.
where Arshaka goes.
Of course.
That makes sense.
I'll volunteer to be one of the ones to go up and see what's up.
I'm sticking with the Graven.
Actually, I can do that too. I can use my eye as a scout.
That
So
is
hopefully
gross.
Arshaka goes up with me.
Look with your special eyes.
I do have a special eye.
As soon as you take out your eyes, it replaces it with googly eyes. Take my eye.
I just
Right.
put a big fruit in my eye socket with a little drawing on it.
Oh god.
Okay, so basically everybody's going. So it's
Yeah.
the party's together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you're going, Jordan?
Well, none of us know
Around
this except for Emald, right? No one has told us that they can do this.
That
And
is
they
true.
won't tell you.
So I guess the red buns are going to tell me.
Red Buns are gonna say, "Listen, actually, Arshaka, they're gonna sit you down in their stand or their they have like these stumps like centered around the crystal.
Ew.
Okay.
You're sitting
Yeah.
on their decapitated ancestors.
Ew.
And in unison, as always, they speak to you. Arshaka, a great threat, we fear, is growing ever closer. Do you feel it?
I'm beginning.
Or
to
do you
think.
not feel it? Do you sense any sort of danger as well?
Sorry.
Was that
Get
funny
together,
to you, huh?
No, I'm sick. So you might hear me cough. I apologize.
Kyle, Zach.
The humans have a notorious reputation.
How do you know
They-
that?
Within the 5 years they've been existing, we know, I guess, right? Through communication with trees.
The birds
Plant.
have spoken to us.
Yeah, they're
I suppose
pretty
the
much true people.
trees could have spoken to you.
we feel the pain they inflict upon our trees.
I have
Mm.
asked the rocks if they remember, and even the rocks do not recall.
Oh,
Even the rocks do not recall. The precursors. Okay, I'm done.
they are a plague, Arshaka. We fear them. Therefore, we must ask you to go investigate on our behalf. While you are out, we will maintain a defensive position. If the coast is clear and they mean no threat, then we ask you for them to leave the forests at once. That is your task.
If there's any threat to your people, my friends and I will do what we can.
Yeah.
I can assure you. of that.
You hear Eugene in the background like, "Fuck yeah!"
They nod in unison. And go. Protect.
I mean, while we're at it doing your chores, you also want like Doritos and such.
What?
Cool ranch, please.
All right, I'll leave them and rejoin everyone else.
Okay, so you're all exiting the Thorpe.
Wow.
As soon as
Oh,
you
and I'll relay what I heard or was told, so everyone knows what's going on.
Microphone
Nice.
style.
What?
Okay, so as soon as you leave the Thorpe, the fruits. Yeah, actually, you can describe it, Rob. You've got a better
yeah.
idea of trees.
I get trees. Yeah, I get it. Basically, if you picture what we're standing on is a little bowl. As we start leaving and we approach the top of the cliff, we notice that the cradle that holds the Thorpe, it starts to rise and enclose on itself, and it kind of creates this really tight sphere of just roots, and it kind of starts growing these beautiful trees, and soon it's surrounded of green leaves and beautiful flowers. It's beautiful.
So it's ugly.
It's ugly. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
You can no longer see down into it.
Does it look unassuming? So if someone looked
It
from...
stands out.
Okay.
It stands out.
Okay. Cool.
That's all I got.
So, you exit the Thorpe, and you go up the canyon to where the heavy trees are. You find your old path, and you see the smoke on the opposite side of the canyon.
Oh, hey, buddy.
You cannot make out the origin of the smoke quite yet.
may I use my commune with trees ability, or whatever it's called, and pretty much see what they're seeing?
You may. What's the range on that?
1,300 miles.
The size of
I
Tira.
don't think there is a range, as long as there's trees.
So if there's like a,
Like, I wanna do, like,
chain of trees, you can go
It's like-
tree
Yeah.
to tree.
You can call it triophone.
That's exactly it.
Triophone.
Yeah.
Okay. Telebranch. Okay, so you can. The trees tell you things from
Let's-
like a
let's
mile
do-
away.
Yeah, let's assume it's like commune with nature. You instantly gain knowledge as many as 3 facts from among the following subjects: the ground or terrain, plants, minerals, bodies of water, people, general, animal
Okay,
population.
three facts. I'll tell you 3 things that they tell you.
You're dumb, stupid, and gay.
Let's do presence of powerful unnatural creatures.
Okay, you sense that.
How far?
Where
my second question.
where the smoke is coming from?
How far is that?
Mile and a half.
Okay. Oh, looks like there's a caster level, which is 1 mile per caster level, so 11 miles for me. So, last question is the population in that area of people.
Rising and falling periodically.
Rising.
What?
Summons.
Spooky.
General idea of a number
50
on average?
plus or minus 50.
Okay. I will whisper this into Arshaka, which I'm riding on your shoulders, by the way, of course.
Naturally.
Mhm.
Oh, and I can understand you now because I know Sylvan now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Finally.
So I kind of like crouch over and like whisper where your ears would be if you're a human. There's a
Okay.
powerful presence up ahead about a mile that way. And I point.
You're pointing across the
Round-
canyon.
Okay. The numbers are fluctuating, it looks like. Anywhere between around 50 or so.
A battle, perhaps.
The time of day is dusk. The smoke is starting to blend into the night sky.
Hmm.
And you can see the faintest tinge of a fire through the woods where the smoke was bellowing from.
So is it like it was like previously lit, now it's like kind of dying down?
You could assume it's smaller than it was, but still is burning.
Mm-hmm. There be bitches.
You smell the faint smell of burning wood.
I don't like it.
Oh.
Okay. Right. It's time to do some scouting. With my eye.
Eyeball away.
Oh, you got eyeball
pretty
eye.
much.
You send that thing.
It's a familiar.
I would hope
Oh.
so, if it's your eye.
Get out of this
Careful.
call.
Ooh.
That was terrible.
And it's super stealthy. Because it's tiny, or if I remember correctly, it has like a very high bonus to stealth because of its size.
Am I allowed back in yet?
Okay.
You have one
Does it
warning.
have any kind of stealth roll?
Yeah, it's gonna get a bonus.
Okay, so it acts as if it's a thing, like a person.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
got
think I
all
recall, like-
some stuff.
I think I recall like plus 16 on stealth roll.
Okay. Maybe you should let the cat go then.
I'll let the cat go.
I mean, you can both go. I'm just saying the cat has mega bonuses for stealth.
Yeah.
Yar.
And it's nighttime, so that's even better.
Yar.
Oh
You
my
could
god,
send-
yeah, you're right.
You could send both and they could split up.
Yeah.
Does your eye glow when you send it away? Like, is it easy to
It
spot?
doesn't say, no.
Okay.
I think that's purely aesthetic or flavor. It does.
Okay.
But I do see whatever it does see. Kind of the charm to that.
Yeah, all right. So Eugene and the Eye are traveling?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I have a 20 feet fly speed.
And what is everyone else going to do in the meantime?
Twiddle our thumbs. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm not gonna fall.
Well, if we're gonna wait, then we should find like a defensible position or something, so we're not just like standing outside this giant like dome thing.
Survival.
Check.
Check it before you wreck it.
All right.
Oh no, I'm
Ooh.
so bad at that.
We just need one person to do well.
Oh,
Okay.
Graven says.
Considering my bonus is a 3.
19's pretty good.
No.
Oh, Kyle. Oh, honey.
Hmm.
Oh, honey, I rolled a 6.
He's sick.
That's
today.
okay. My survival is also garbage.
Which
Hmm.
is.
I mean, we're just looking for a place, right? Only one of us has to succeed.
Yeah. Graven, you find a little alcove among the trees that dips down. It's sort of like a half cave, but you can hunker down and remain
half
out
cave.
of line of sight of anything walking on the forest floor.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't this be a perception check to see that? Or no?
I think stuff like that, when there's like some overlap, it's usually DM's choice.
Mm-hmm.
I generally favor for whichever thing is not perception because you use perception so fucking much.
Yeah.
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 And like perception, I guess perception isn't as specialized. Like you can look, but you don't necessarily understand what's good and what's bad
Hmm.
if you're bad at survival. And survival is
Well
like more
said.
like specialized knowledge.
Oh, Eugene, I almost forgot. Slimy Doom.
Slimy Doom.
Slimy Doom.
You're dead. Sorry.
That sounds like an evil porn star's name.
Wow.
Okay. What do I
I
have
don't
to
want
do
to
for
know
that?
what
I
kind of
forget.
porn you watch.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
take
yeah.
con damage.
you know.
You take con damage.
Oh, that's right.
Don't you remember?
I'm already at a -4.
Mm. Kitty's not doing so good.
Kitty's not doing good at all.
I don't remember if we did this last time. Did we do this last time? Did I remind you last time or not?
I have
I
no
think
idea.
I think you did it
because-
once. I remember this vaguely.
It's
Well-
only once per day though, and I think we only spent a day.
Right, that's why I want to make
In
sure I
game
don't
time.
like fuck you
Yeah.
up
No. I think
prematurely.
we did this before, except we didn't know. Like the party didn't know he was sick.
I still don't think they know he's sick.
Oh,
yeah,
someone.
we still don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Someone noticed. I don't think they said anything, and I don't think it necessarily was like a full realization that I'm sick.
You
But
also
I'm pretty sure
dismissed it,
someone-
I believe.
It might have
Yeah.
been me.
It was either Rob. Yeah, it was either Rob or maybe Graven.
I feel like
I
it
think.
was Mold.
I feel like it was too. So I think Imald like took note of me not looking as good as normal.
Okay.
But then I was thinking, like, what the fuck do I know? Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what these things are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you know if you tried to save it last time, and do you know if you succeeded on that save?
I have no idea. I wish I wrote it down.
If you can't remember, there's no choice but to start over the save count.
Yeah, I can't really say with any certainty either way.
Very well. In that case,
Prepare
I'll give you
yourself,
some. I'll give you until the morning till we do this again.
Okay.
All right. So
Can I do a thing before they leave?
Yeah.
I would like to use correspond on Eugene,
Okay.
which lets me forge a passive mental link with a creature.
Oh, hello.
You have an intelligence score of 3 or higher, yes?
Well,
I do.
Can't hurt to ask.
True.
I just like to rub it in, don't you?
Oh shit!
I think
I read this.
I think if it
Never
were
mind.
3 or below, wouldn't I be unable to speak?
Yeah, that's why I can't use it if you're 3 or below. But
Makes
no,
sense.
I read the manifesting time and the duration backwards, so this only lasts a minute. It's not worth it.
Ooh.
Disregard. It would have let us talk telepathically across infinite distance.
Oh, that would have been super cool.
At least we know that Eugene's intelligence is higher than 3 now. So we got something out of it.
That's true.
It's a 4.
Hmm.
No.
I find that unlikely.
Nah, it's 12. It's
Okay.
actually it's my lowest, but it's at 12.
Right. So, anything special before the stealthy stealths depart?
GLHF.
Okay. Eugene and
Two
I.
bitches. Ha. Do you want us to make checks, or do we want to wait a little bit before we? into that
How
kind of
how
stuff?
easily can you traverse like ultra rough terrain?
Oh, super easy for me. I'm flying.
Well, you're an eye, Rob.
I roll.
I might have something that would
You roll.
allow me to travel through rough terrain without impediment.
Okay. How good your climb?
Yeah, Kat, how good are you at climbing?
16. Not bad.
16. God damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that high of a passive climb, I think you can probably make do just going canopy to canopy or branch to branch. You don't even have to be on the ground.
Yes. I'm totally
Sure.
into that.
Yeah, you're not even on the ground. You're
Oh my god, I'm Narutoing it right now.
You are Naruto, dude.
Oh my god.
You're a nerd toad.
I did always picture you Naruto running.
Oh, I am now. That's canon. I didn't think about it before, but
I thought he was like on all fours running. And then doing
That's how
stuff.
no,
cats
no,
run.
no.
no.
I
He's
definitely
Head-
I've
head-
definitely got my
Paws
head
stretched
forward
outwards behind
above, head forward, ahead the knees. Just
Yep.
head down.
I mean, you go faster that way. It only makes sense.
Believe it.
One hand on your sword.
believe it.
I'm glad
I
they
heard
cut
you
that out
saying
pretty
that.
soon.
Naruto.
Did they cut that out?
Sasuke!
Stop saying that?
I think they did
Sasuke!
because they realized it was fucking retarded.
And the Japanese Naruto didn't have a catchphrase like that at all. They just peppered it in for the English dub.
Well, I don't know if I believe that.
Mm.
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 Let's see what I did there. Yeah.
Sasuke!
That- I just posted my theme song music.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. I'm playing it.
the Naruto battle music. Nice.
I know exactly what it is.
Oh my god.
Not gonna click on it for obvious reasons, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
My God,
Hey, I
that's
like
super
Naruto. All right,
loud.
it's a good show.
Was
Yeah, it is.
it?
It is. It's solid.
I haven't watched it in a very, very long time.
Anywho.
I don't think I ever even watched the second installment thingy. Shippuden.
I didn't even get a chance.
Interesting.
It gets so much better there. But anyways,
So you traverse a mile in like 7 minutes doing that
Damn.
through the trees.
Wow.
You're getting ever closer, and you feel the heat of the flame when you pass. When the flame light goes through the tree branches and hits you every so often, you can feel the heat now. You're so close.
Wait, what?
As the cold of night sets in.
I'm sensing.
You cannot make out any figures
Sorry,
or
dude.
groups around this area right now.
But feeling heat from a distance?
This feels like a big fire.
Sounds like someone's doing some scorched earth tactics. Saying, fuck
I
you,
don't like
trees.
It's a dragon.
It's time to roll sneak.
Let's do it.
Rob's eyeball, go!
Would it be possible if you for you to put Rob's eye in your like pocket as you travel and then let him out to float around when you're in a safe position?
He puts it in his mouth.
I will let
Stick it
you
up your
decide
butt.
that.
I just don't know
My-
the physics of the eye. I don't know how it works.
How large? How large is the eye? I guess it's probably the
It's
biggest.
fine.
It's a normal eye, isn't it?
It's the size of an eye.
Oh,
Like
okay.
So it's a little bit bigger than a marble, I guess.
Yeah. It's the size technically is called fine. So.
Fine?
Yeah, it's the
Fine.
size category below tiny.
Oh, okay. So it's
No,
not
it's
like not like a
size
fine.
category below diminutive, I thought.
Oh, you're right.
That sounds weird because it's like that's when you're talking about powders and things.
I feel like I probably wouldn't even have to roll stealth just because how small it is in the night. It's like
Until things
Look
get
up.
really close, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
like
the-
looking up in the sky
So
and seeing a marble fly around.
So it doesn't glow or anything. It's literally just a floating dark object.
Correct.
Interesting.
My eye.
Okay.
Until I make it start transforming.
Transforming what? What, Rob? What?
Yes. Oh yes.
Do we need to have another talk?
I essentially have 2 points of Eidolon evolution points to spend on it when I want to.
That's sweet.
Interesting.
You can do it on the fly.
Yep, it just transforms. It's part of a dreaming archetype
What
familiar.
You'd probably
What?
have to give it a mouth first.
What
If you want
are Eidolon evolution points?
Eidolons are summons that the summoner uses, and basically what happens is as it levels up, you get evolution points, which you can spend to upgrade your Eidolon. What I can do is spend up to 2 points a day. It's not permanent, but I don't know exactly. I haven't really looked too hard into the Eidolon's abilities. It might just give me like a extra hand or something.
So what if you always kept your eye out? Could you just keep adding to it each day?
I am dazzled right now when the eye is out.
Ah. Okay.
Girl, you're fabulous.
So maybe you could, if you took your eye out, you could, you could like stay in one position for a few days and just make it so that it can carry you.
I assume it would eventually. I don't think you can spend more than 2 evolution points. It probably
Correct.
reset the previous 2.
You probably have to exchange your other evolution for.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, it's every time I wake up from a sleep.
Otherwise, you could just hang out for a few years, and you could have a city-sized death eyeball that can destroy
Yeah.
everything.
Your backstory could be you grooming your eyeball into a beholder,
Oh man.
Oh,
and then you just run around at level 1 with a fucking beholder.
I kind of want to make a summoner that wears an eye patch, and this giant eyeball is his Eidolon.
basically, 1 point evolutions are basic magic. Bite. I can bleed. I can have claws on it. It can climb. It has gills, hooves.
But you only get 2 points, right? So there's only like
Right. So I could buy one of each of those. I could buy 2 of those once.
It's not going to do anything crazy with 2 points.
No.
I get pincers on it. It just pretty much starts transforming into some creepy ass stuff.
Yeah, but it's a tiny little eye.
Right. obviously wouldn't use it
any
for
attack
attacking.
you give it is going to do like 1d2.
Coin damage.
I can make it like sticky.
Well, that would be interesting.
Yeah,
That just sounds gross, not useful.
or slippery. Aye,
Yeah, that's definitely not useful.
no.
Anyway, Eugene, you're good. I'm assuming the eye is inconspicuous enough. It's not going to need to roll right now. You approach the flame source, and you're able to look through trees and see what it is. It's actually a floating box about 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. And there's a flame inside of it. It's sort of spitting out and spinning around. It's hovering over some kind of pedestal. And it's in this clearing. You don't see anybody around it. But the cube itself is spinning. It's glowing this fiery color, and there's fire spurts coming out of it as it spins. You can hear the jets of flame every once in a while.
So it's a chest that's a flamethrower. That's what I'm putting together.
Step 1, cut a hole in the box.
It's not really a box. It's more like a metal frame.
Oh, okay, so all of the sides are... It's just like the edges. There's no sides.
Well, there are sides. It's not a wireframe of a cube. It's more like if you took 6 fences and put them together.
It's a cage.
Yes, thank you. Cage.
It's a cage.
Using my words.
Wow. It's like
If you took 6 skinny fences and put them...
It's not really a box.
Jesus
If you went to a prison and took off 6 doors, but they're smaller doors, and you put the doors into a cross shape that you fold up, that's what it looks like.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's a 2-cubed box.
Sorry.
2-foot cubed box.
Do I see any people around still?
You
Or is
don't,
it-
but
it's
roll,
completely empty?
but roll perception.
Okay.
That sound was Jordan hitting a fly. On.
All right.
I sacrificed a chicken tender in the name of swatting the fly.
Wait, what?
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
With a chicken tender?
Did you hit
Well,
him?
no. It landed on a chicken tender. I
Ah.
smacked
Okay, I thought you were going around trying to swat a fly
With a chicken tender.
with a chicken tender.
I'm hungry.
Come
But
back!
fuck fly.
Come back here!
Just grabbing for the nearest wide object you could find.
it.
Just find
tender.
a chicken tender. All right, 22. You faintly hear the mad mumblings of a goblin.
What?
Snake.
Sort of just... You can't really make it
Accurate.
out.
What does the
Um,
whistle sound like again?
Abyssal?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably just something like Spanish squared, where it's like super sharp. It's like
Well, I mean- Yeah, okay. All right, so that's what abyssal sounds like. Now we know what goblin is.
Wait, what about
Goblish.
Sylvan?
What do goblins speak?
Goblin.
They
Yeah,
speak
I think they
goblin.
just speak goblin.
Duh.
Goblin. Okay.
And common.
So he's mumbling and
And Coblin.
he's rambling in goblin speak.
Alright, I want to slowly approach the sound.
Nigga.
Snake. Oh no.
Oh, snake.
43. You're good. You can get closer.
Is it only
Gotcha.
one voice?
Yes. The voice gets closer, and you see a goblin enter the clearing,
What?
wearing a very lavish lavender robe with golden trim, bracelets everywhere, long earrings, and disheveled long hair, and a widow's peak pushed back, wearing these dark, thin glasses that seem shaded over. He has a glove or a gauntlet in his left hand. In his right hand, a book. And he seems to be reading from the book, but mumbling at the same time, shaking his head as if he thinks it's nonsense. He
Gotcha.
only stands about 3 feet tall. Taller than you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll sit back and observe him for a little bit. And I look over to make sure that the eye is also aware of
Can I sneak around the eye, being the eye, sneak around and look over his shoulder and see what he's reading?
Ooh, that's
so good.
tricky. How good is your eyesight? How close are you gonna have to get?
Eyesight's normal, 20/20.
That's not normal.
I have dark
20/20
vision.
is like
if
perfect
that helps.
vision.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
all.
dark vision. That helps.
Oh. Well, I guess it's fine.
Okay, I'd say you get 15 feet. You can probably see what he's reading.
Ooh. I want to get closer, right over his shoulder.
I want to smell his goblin butt.
You're gonna have to roll sneak.
Can you roll for me? Give me a
Oh,
plus 16.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. You do.
Oh, I was like, why would James roll for you?
Wait, is it 16 or is it 32?
Is it 32?
32?
Does it double?
I can't remember if
It's
it
fine.
doubles. I know small is +4, tiny's +8. Does it go to 12/16 or 16/32?
Fine sneak bonus.
Stealth.
Fine is +16.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take 32 though. You know what I'm saying?
What
Plus
did
16.
you even?
Where did you find that?
Okay,
How did you
yeah.
find that so quickly? Oh wait, this is the
Go.
wrong. This is the wrong page.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 4/8, 12/16, not 4/8, 16/32.
There we go.
Okay, so 16.
This is versus his passive perception. So
Okay. So you got a 33.
I think I'm fine.
You are fine.
I am
I
fine.
get it.
Because he's attractive.
He's reading a spell book.
Now I don't know where I'm going in life.
It's called Secrets of the Construct.
Oh.
Oh.
How nice of him to label it.
Well, it's on the page.
Emald will be speaking out loud what is happening right now. Like she's reading it out loud
Oh, back at
to the rest
group.
of the group back at camp. Yeah. She's like narrating everything that's happening.
Can Emerald read it?
Ooh, can she
Ooh,
read it? Probably
that's a problem.
not.
Is it? Can you read Gorblin?
Well, if it's a spell book, you would. Even if you could read Goblin, you might not know what any of it meant. Because it's
Spell books are
spells,
also
right?
like, yeah.
Good point.
So he'd need
I
to
don't-
read
Would you
magic.
even recognize that it is a spell book if you can't read the language?
I would probably assume not. I probably don't know he's reading then.
I guess you could only glean the title if you knew Goblin.
I don't know Goblin.
Then you have no idea what he's doing.
Hmm.
You just know what he's reading.
Do
That's-
any of us know Goblin?
Yep.
Nope.
So theoretically,
I can trace
Emerald
on the
could do a
dirt.
linguistics check to like transcribe the lettering.
Not even that. I could
And-
trace or try to copy the lettering on the dirt with my finger.
Yeah,
As I've
that's what I
seen.
mean. And then see
Yeah.
if Graven can make it out.
I can't do any checks right now.
That's probably a linguistics check for each of them, maybe.
All right, Rob, do you know what your linguistics is?
I don't know. So let's just say I can't do it then.
No, that's dumb. Let's give you a
I mean,
plus
you
10.
probably haven't put any ranks in it.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, maybe a,
Linguistics,
it's-
I have no reason to communicate
It's
with anyone
trained
else,
only.
so.
how about, since you're seeing it and you can just trace it out, we'll give you a plus 2.
Sure.
So we'll just try to roll it anyway. How about that?
Yeah, roll for me. How'd I do?
You got a 19.
Damn.
You miss a few letters, but I think context will be able to fill in the gaps as to what it says. Graven, you're able to understand that it says Secrets of the Construct.
I will relay this information to the group quietly.
Shout it.
They're building a giant flamethrower.
Suddenly, the goblin snaps the book shut, holds his fist in the air, yells, "Ah!" and throws the book away as if he's pissed off, and he starts pacing around the fire cage. That book is bullshit! Didn't show me anything!
Ethan, do you speak Goblin?
Is this a common?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to ask
Yes,
if
it
it
is
was
in
in
common
common.
now.
Okay.
I asked my cousin to do one thing, and he sends me a shitty book that I can't even read. This is what I get for growing up around humans. He pulls a flask from his belt, starts chugging down something. Plops down on a log that's nearby and lets a heavy sigh out.
By the way, Rob, are you telling us what's going on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He reaches out, snaps his fingers, and the fire cage basically turns off, plumps to the ground, and he leans back and puts his hands behind his head and just sort of looks up into the sky, sitting there, relaxing.
Aww.
Maybe he wants a friend.
He's so lonely.
I'm debating whether to make myself noticed.
Emerald, does the goblin seem mean, or does he just seem like a nice guy?
I shrug.
I think I'll go talk to the goblin. Anyone want to join me?
I'll make myself noticed. Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Like, I'm gonna like spin around the front of his head and just like stare at him.
God, that's terrifying.
I don't know.
I know. I want to freak him out a little bit.
What the hell? He'll cast Fire Blast
Woo.
on your eye.
Say goodbye to your eye then.
This sucks because I don't know your stats.
I was just gonna say, if he tries to do anything, I'm just gonna zip up in the sky.
Okay. Do you know a reflex at least?
No,
Ah.
probably pretty high.
Okay, we'll say you have evade the fire.
Okay.
Now the goblin is up with his hands out ready. His fingertips are aflame. Who are you? What is this trickery?
I'm already out there. I'm gone.
Can't a goblin experiment in peace? He's sort of looking around. He gives another heavy sigh.
Ooh, James.
What?
Can I ask the plants to subdue the goblin?
I suppose.
Like the how they did with our little vampire friend here. These are my woods, bitch!
Yeah, you can ask them to do that.
Okay, don't hurt him. Just don't let him use his hands.
Oh, goody. How quickly does that happen?
Your call.
I'll say
Probably as quickly as it took to grab him.
Okay. I'll say that since it's dark and the trees wait for a moment to grasp the goblin's hands as if in manacles.
Yeah.
Gosh, release me, you dumb trees! This forest
Not a good idea.
sucks! Who's out there?
How long does it take us to walk over there? Or run over there?
Walk a
Well, I thought you were
mile,
teleporting over.
about 20 minutes maybe.
Oh, okay, it's a while.
Did you teleport over? I guess you don't know the area.
No, I could spend a couple points of burn to... by a couple, I'd have to spend about 5 points of burn to dimension door all the way over there.
Not worth it.
Probably not that much burn just to go somewhere. I'll just run.
Do we all want to go?
I mean, we have no choice. Either we can stay near the cocoon, or we can just...
We Sanji are natural-born sprinters. Very dangerous over long distances. Short distances.
Sounds like a choice to me.
Let's go see the fucking whoever.
By the time you arrive, the goblin has fallen asleep.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh my god!
He sort of just gave up on being awake, and he just fell asleep.
I'll meet up with the party as they arrive.
I'll return
Okay.
my eye to Emal as well.
Cool. Well, you all make it to the clearing. There's a sleeping goblin as described earlier in the clearing too. The metal cage is on a log, or sorry, on its pedestal, but it's not moving.
Ooh, I want the book.
Yeah, I was about to say, you threw the book, right?
He did throw the book, yes.
But where?
I just want color in it.
Into
It's my new
the
coloring book.
fire.
Alright, well, I'm going to try to get the book before it's used as a coloring book, please.
Okay.
I want it.
You have the book, Secrets of the Construct.
No, 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 no.
Can I have a few blank pages, please?
No.
It's not time for your games.
Oh yeah, who was the king that's following us?
Kashan.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Also, Maul, you have blank paper, don't you? Because I remember I
Yeah,
borrowed
just
some
one
of it to
more.
make a picture of everybody.
But I wanna draw.
Lol. flip through
I'm
the
gonna
book
draw a
a bit.
nasty picture about you, not let me have pages later.
Just so we clear up plot holes, Kashan decided to stay back at the Thorpe.
Okay.
Pussy.
This is knowledge we have now had forever.
Correct. Right.
It took
So
us this long.
Yeah. So as the party kind of gathers, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, so what do we do with this goblin? Should we like
probably
should we tie him
talk to
up?
him.
He's already tied up.
I want to tie. Oh, he's already tied up.
Yeah.
yeah, the roots
tree.
subdued him.
Oh shit, that's right.
Let's
he's
go
just
through his
hanging
stuff.
out.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it first.
Do we wake
I'm
him
gonna
up?
go through his pockets.
Me too. Fine.
Well, as soon as you start rummaging, he wakes up.
Exactly.
Hey, but
Hey,
how's it going?
get out of my pockets, you!
I back off and
I'm
hide
gonna,
behind our shaka.
I'll slide my sword against his throat,
What the hell?
Which is
just with the blade just barely resting on his skin, and I'll say, "Sorry, nothing personal."
Nothing
Oh
personnel.
my
kid.
god. Strike number 2, kid.
Yeah, very funny, furball.
Stop harassing the goblin.
Would someone please tell me why I'm tied up?
well, the tree tied you up, and that's all we know.
That doesn't answer my question!
I know, isn't it good?
What's this book you were trying to read?
This conversation bores me. I'm playing with acorns on the ground.
Yeah, it's some stupid construct book my brother gave me. It doesn't work.
What does it do?
I don't even know. One moment I had 50 things around me, and the next moment they were gone. In fact, when they were here, they were trying to kill me.
Ooh.
So why'd you keep trying then?
Well, it's magic. Magic is fun.
And also very
I like this
dangerous.
guy.
Wait, can you
James,
understand him?
Can I glean anything from? Oh yeah, can anyone else understand the goblin? Is he? Or
He's
I guess
speaking common.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
But
So no, I don't understand him.
is there anything I can glean at a glance at the book, thumbing through the pages? about what it
Very poor grammar.
is? Okay.
Thing go explodey
You-
doodad and
You
stuff.
see explanation sections and spell sections where you actually read out and cast spells. But there are other sections which kind of give a background on what constructs are and what gives them life and things of that degree.
Okay, so this is just general construct creation, not anything specific.
Yes, but it looks like it was documented by a single person. Like
Like a magical study.
yeah, exactly. Like one person's foray into constructs.
A
Okay.
goblin's perception. Perspective.
Was your brother the one who wrote this?
No, he got it for some human fool that was experimenting on other humans for some reason.
Ew.
He got it as a good deal in Arnoth, and then I just picked it up from him. Wait, why am I telling you all this? Who are you people?
Well, we're not human, first of all.
Yeah, I see that. Thank you.
I like this goblin.
Would you untie me, please?
Hey, Flower, go. Can you untie her? Him? Whatever.
When you say that, the one of the tree roots comes up and grabs your leg.
Oh, goody. Not...
The goblin starts laughing. You too, huh?
You know I can kill you, right?
I'm not interested in battle.
Neither am I.
I'm kind of like picturing him like suspending upside down, not even touching the ground.
He's actually just on the ground.
Hmm.
He's like in a kneeled position, but he can't move.
Yes. Meanwhile,
No, I was talking about Julian.
Oh,
So, wait, how am I like then? Just like standing, but there's roots all over me?
It wrapped around your neck and hung you out. You're dead.
Dead.
Ooh.
You have been lynched. Please roll another character.
Oh.
All right, hang on.
I'm kidding. It just wrapped around one of your legs, just as like a nuisance.
God damn it.
So, I'm waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Emerald, could you please let the goblin go?
I look at you.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give you a fish if you do.
You know what I want.
Just
I'll
give
look
him
for a blank page in the book.
Yes!
I guess I'll look towards the back. Maybe the dude didn't finish filling the book with stuff.
Yeah.
You could start a fire with that book and it'd be more useful.
Now hang on, we need to look over it.
Are there any blank pages in the back of the book, James?
Yeah, the back third is blank.
Ooh, gimme.
Do I get any inclination that this book is magical, or is it just a journal with stuff written in it?
It is a journal with stuff written.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna take one of the blank pages out, and I'll give it to Imold.
Oh boy, thank you. I asked the trees politely to release the goblin.
The trees release the goblin. Jeez, thank you.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
I look at. I outstretch
Tima,
my hand for
I
another
hope
page.
You have blank pages.
I can't believe we're giving this girl currency in the form of paper.
The goblin
You can't believe that, huh?
The goblin collects himself and, tugs on his robe in the front to reset it on his shoulders and shakes his hair around. He has a lot of hair. It's like a dark silver.
Ooh.
A glorious mane.
I like your hair.
Thank you. I let it
walk
grow
over
and it looks like this.
Yep.
Thank you, biology.
Your hair is quite interesting. Blue tendrils, huh?
Let's all go around and compliment each other.
What about my hair? I think
Hang on,
mine's-
let's return to my original question before we get off track. Who are you people?
I'm like, wait, what about my fur?
Yeah, it's very
I start
nice, yes.
stroking. I start stroking my fur on my arms, all sexily.
Wait a second, were you always a cat?
I'll never tell.
Okay. So who are you people? For the 5th time?
Well, Eugene is a very pretty kitty. My name is Graven.
Scraven?
Graven.
Graven. Right. You should work on your
Mika.
speech skills.
I
Maybe
think
talk a
you-
little faster.
I don't appreciate you interrupting me.
That's his thing.
I don't appreciate you all tying me up.
Tie him up again.
You basically owe me.
I imagine. Time out, please, trees.
Do you want a blank paper too? Maybe Imold will share a crayon if you're lucky.
I do have crayon.
For the 6th time, who are you people?
What do you mean, you people?
We're just traveling. We saw a giant thing that was glowing, and we saw you sleeping.
Giant?
Yeah, your little magic trick over here drew quite a lot of attention.
Oh, right, the fire cage.
Yeah.
It's basically a catalyst for that stupid book. It works, but the book doesn't.
Maybe you're just not good.
Yeah, maybe. Have you read the book, though?
No, I can't read.
Can I see the book?
Well, then
I
there you
can't even
go.
read.
Do you read Goblin? If you don't, I have difficulty reading the book, and I speak and read Goblin.
Oh, it's in Goblin? I thought it was in Common, except like broken.
Oh no, that's why Imald's eye couldn't translate to Imald.
Ooh.
Because
Correctus erectus.
Although Imal doesn't know common either, does she?
Nope.
It
No,
wouldn't have mattered if it was in common.
You know, I think the first mistake was the human wanted to write it in Goblin for some reason. Maybe to hide his work, but his work sucks, apparently.
apparently. I'm still curious why you were trying to do this.
Yeah, it's for a bet.
Did this guy introduce himself?
No.
Nope.
He asked you 6 times who you
Yeah,
all were, and you never said.
I'm gonna be like, yo, all right. So we told you who we were. Now,
Excuse me, I know none of your names, and I was tied up.
You know my name. My name is Eugene.
Okay, now I know your name, Eugene. Let's go
All right,
around,
and then I'll
round
go
robin.
around,
Everyone
and
say
I'll
their
point-
name.
I'll point at everybody. I'll be like, that's Grave.
I already
That's,
told you my name.
That's Diva. That's
Dima.
That's
Kiva.
that's your Shaka, and that is I'm old over there.
You know my name. We're friends.
Names aside, why are you here?
Hi, Aside. Nice to meet you.
Well, we thought the forest was on fire, or a
The
large
horns.
battle was here.
What about the
So
horns?
yeah, and we heard. Were you making horn sounds over here?
One of the constructs that briefly flashed into existence was holding a war horn. Happened to blow it off before, they disappeared before trying to kill me. It
Like how
gave me
upset
quite a
Goblin
fright.
is all the time.
What's that?
I said, I like how upset this goblin is all the time.
Very,
Like having a
very
perpetual
cynical.
bad day. Yeah, I love it.
Well, what did we learn?
Well, I suppose I can't fault you for investigating.
We were very worried.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be playing with fire in a forest.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I thought I was close. Whatever. Keep the book, I don't care. I'm going back to Arnoth.
Get his name, guys. Get his name.
Wait, what is your name?
Bah! No.
It's Max.
I'm
No,
like,
it-
it's a weird name.
My name's Tiz.
Tis.
Tis.
What was he trying to accomplish?
He wanted to see if the book worked that he got from his brother, whom his brother got from a human.
Who's your brother?
Yeah, it's some official in Arnoth. You don't need to worry about him.
Hmm.
Wait,
Anyone
can
else
you
suspicious
can you
with
two
it?
speak?
I'm
to
very
each other?
suspicious. No.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
He's,
speaking
I'm
Common?
hoping someone. I'm
He's-
hoping someone's translating for
he's
me.
speaking
I
common.
guess, yeah.
I've told you already. He's been speaking common
Yeah,
this whole
but
time.
Imald can't speak. Common.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she's probably getting someone to translate for her,
Our
Yeah.
Shaka.
like we have in the past.
Wink, wink.
I'll let
Wow.
He's not doing anything. Arnoth's quite a distance away. Why'd you go all the way out here to do this?
Not really. Short boat ride from Arnoth to Postley, came down the road. Wanted to find a quiet place to experiment.
I don't know. Something's not right about this guy. Can anyone sense alignment on him?
Sense alignment. That's an interesting
Yeah.
Nope.
spell.
Like what 9 can do.
Yeah,
Well, that's just good and evil, isn't it?
Pretty
that's
much.
part of your alignment, though. You can also detect law and chaos. It's a separate thing.
Interesting.
Can I sense motive on him?
That would be good.
Sense what about him?
Like what his true motives were, if he's lying.
Oh,
or not.
sense motive. Yeah.
This motif.
Hi-ya! Damn it!
17. You could.
I
Well,
believe
to
it's
your
just
understanding, you think he was just here trying to make that book work.
Mm.
Aside from that, you have no idea why.
Like a kid with a sword.
The cage. What's that all about?
Oh, that's a fire cage. It's a catalyst for spells. Some spells require them. You know how some spells require you to use your hands? This one requires a catalyst.
What was the catalyst? The box?
Yes.
Sorry.
Can anyone examine the cage a little bit closely?
Is it still on fire?
I turned it off.
No, it's not on fire. But it is still warm.
I can knowledge arcana, maybe?
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Come on, Raven, let's go touch the box.
Touch it. Touch it.
17 on the box.
You sense that the construction allows it to be magical in certain instances, but it does not contain any magic right now.
Okay.
It has a very specific design to it.
Is there engravings on it?
No, it's just the dimensions and the the width between each bar around the cage.
It's like feng
How
shui.
big?
Yeah,
How big
sort
is
of.
it again?
Don't say feng shui.
All right. It's like feng shui.
I will accept this.
James, how big is it again?
2 cubed. 2 feet cubed.
Units.
Wait,
2
Units,
foot
thank you.
cubed. Sorry.
Okay.
Kyle,
Cute.
did you say feng shui?
Yeah, he didn't want me to say feng shui.
Are you sure you want a shui?
Show you want to shoot it.
Oh my god.
He just killed himself.
I missed that game.
I do too.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, I still have it. We could play over the internet if we wanted to.
But
What
I
game?
don't. PlayStation All Stars.
Oh. Eh.
Eh?
What do you mean?
I was the only person that didn't really like that game.
That is such an underrated game. It was so
I
fun.
agree.
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it because the method of knockout was only using... The only way to knock out your opponents was using your specials. That's it. And it made it different than Smash Brothers, where you can just beat someone to a pulp and then any
was like
simple
Smash
attack will knock
Brothers.
them out.
It was like Smash Brothers, but with characters that I liked.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of.
Basically.
And that I had more. I guess I had more of a connection to.
Yeah.
You were
I
just
was
better
more-
at it than Smash.
I mean, probably,
Shut
but
up.
There were some
I also,
damn good maps
I also
on
grew
it.
up more on Sony and their catalog than
Ow.
Nintendo.
I've always been a Nintendo fan.
I still don't know who Sheik is.
She
Leave.
is Link. She is Zelda.
Leave!
Spoilers.
Yeah, when she turns into a boy.
A man boy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A girly boy.
So, Tiz keeps eyeing you, Eugene.
He
Well,
wants a
I'm gonna
pet.
eye him.
But he's eyeing you curiously, not sensually.
Aw.
Yeah, sorry.
It could
What
turn into sensual.
are you?
I'll catch him staring at me. I'll be like, "Hey, take a picture to last longer."
Jeez.
I might. And I might send it to that human that wrote that book.
Oh.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
He wants to see if you have a bounty.
As I explained before, the human that wrote that book liked to experiment on other humans. Were you always a cat?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. Eugene, say yes.
How did you know?
Kill him. He knows too much.
How many talking cats do you know?
Fair point.
In fact, I ran across another interesting human before in Grithwick not a few days ago.
Personal quest update.
I think he called himself Stonejack.
Stone Jack Walls.
Stone Jack Walson.
Yeah, that's the name. I thought he was
You
talking.
crazy motherfucker. I thought you were dead.
I'll snap and be like, the shopkeeper?
Yeah, the shopkeeper.
It's hysterical.
Fuck.
Doesn't he work for us now or something like that?
Kind of. He let us take all free shit.
I mean, he doesn't work for us.
He kind
He
of just
killed the
with
previous
us.
owners.
he did things, and you guys just came into his wake.
Yeah,
Like,
he
we have a
killed.
mutual respect, perhaps.
Isn't he like aware something? I forget.
Werewolf.
Something like that.
Yeah, hold on.
like
I'm looking at my notes, one sec.
He's a wenwolf.
A owl.
No, it's obviously a Y-wolf, and it's just wolves that are very philosophical.
He's a worgen.
4 out of 10, Ethan.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Camp as a row of tents. Australian slang from the early 1900s for flamboyant homosexuals.
Why are you
All
reading
I
this
have-
stuff?
All I have is some sort of were creature.
Yeah, I've got that he's cursed and turns into a beast at night.
Are you eating
That's
something
about
right
it.
now?
Not confirmed a
No.
werewolf, but
Tiz speaks up again. He told me that he turns into some kind of animal at night, but I didn't much believe him at the time. Now I'm not so sure I don't believe him anymore.
We saw firsthand the kind of aftermath that Stone
The
Jack
mess he can
leaves
make.
when he transforms.
I'll tell you what. My brother in Arnoth, his name is Tarek. He's unfortunately a little high up as a national ambassador to Zolkir. But if
Wow.
you find him, you might be able to find the human that wrote that book.
Are you in good terms with that human?
I don't know the human.
or your brother.
Maybe. Him and I don't speak either. But whenever I need a favor, I go and bust his balls.
Easy now.
Where are you gonna stay? Meanwhile,
Well, I've got a place in Grithwick right now. Be careful passing through there. They make you fill out a crapload of paperwork.
oh my god, that place.
We've been there twice.
It wasn't always like that. And weird shit started happening around here.
Wait, is Kashan with us, or did he stay?
He stayed.
Sean's back.
Ooh. You still better be there.
Well,
Well,
I
this has
suppose
been
we need to
fun.
find him. We can always go to Grithwick.
If we
What do
had
you
Bad of my
intend to
contact
do? What do you intend to do with this cage?
Well, I built the thing, so I'll probably keep it. I don't know if I'll ever use it again.
But the book, you probably.
someone-
Can we agree that you won't use it around here again?
Yeah, it won't be using fire in a forest. It draws too much attention.
Especially the trees, which are assholes.
I'll probably have
around.
to go up north to the mountains.
Watch it.
The Zahim Desert, most likely.
Probably a better spot for it.
That'd be a better idea.
I sense a tinge of threat in that voice. Do you have some kind of purview over this forest?
let's just say I enjoy the woods.
Just look at Dima. He's still wrapped up with the tree.
All right, Smokey. Well, I'll.
It doesn't even make sense.
Not in the context of Pathfinder, but fourth wall, yes.
Yeah. Funny joke.
You know, Smokey the Bear, Kyle.
I do get it.
Okay.
You're a bear, Kyle.
Kyle gets it.
So it does
Arshaka
make
has no idea
sense,
what
but
he's
it doesn't
saying.
make sense in this.
Yeah, Arshaka does not get
I
it.
was just making
Kyle.
sure.
Can you never use pronouns again? Can you always just say your name? When you talk? So, Kyle gets it.
So, do I pay you now, or do I just go back to Griswick?
If you like.
Give me all your money. Give me your lunch money.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving you any money. Okay.
You earn trees.
Do you guys get the feeling we're letting like an endgame boss leave right now?
What?
I mean, if you can't use the book, then why bother with him?
Guys, we found Hitler in the forest, and we're just like, see ya!
Right.
Maybe
Like,
he's
oh, he's
gonna
a nice guy.
montage-
He's a nice guy.
Maybe he's gonna montage train up his magic, and he's gonna be a like grand sorcerer
Out for vengeance against the forest that took a prisoner.
for 20 minutes.
So,
If someone,
if
I
we
don't know.
befriend him now, that means when he does that, he'll be like, hey guys, I'm good. I'm
All
here
right.
to help.
here we go. Ready for the important question, guys?
Right.
You were trying to summon constructs. Why?
I told you it was for a
Yeah,
bet.
so-
A bet for what? To see if the spell worked?
Nah, consider it like a measuring of manhood.
All right, someone roll sense motive on that statement.
Okay,
I
do
don't
it
know.
again. Oh. 31.
Tell me he's lying.
He's not
Is he?
lying.
He's not
Although
lying.
the context might be greater than he's letting on.
So a test of manhood, you say?
So let's say the constructs were summoned. What are you gonna do with them?
Yeah, exactly.
I was
And
gonna
I've-
go see if I could.
Here we go.
No, hang on. I'm just not phrasing it right.
It's like a Pokemon trainer thing.
Yeah.
You catch a really big Pokemon, you see if you can control it, if you have enough badges yet.
Well,
Then I go and attack his city with him.
See?
You see, he runs a gym.
I was gonna go see if I could win that bet. That's what I was gonna do.
It's the fire gym, obviously.
Oh my god, please, someone tie him up again. I don't like this.
Ethan, why would he be training up
I'm
a
not
bunch of
worried
fire
about him.
Pokemon for a fire gym?
Well, clearly he's
To fight
Training
fire with
for the-
fire, Kyle, obviously.
How does
Same element,
one
don't have your
win
comment.
this bet of yours?
Sorry, can you say that again?
How does one win this bet of yours?
Well, I have to show my strength to a certain degree.
Were you going to try and overrun Grithwick with this construct army?
No, I can't beat Grithwick with this. Besides, I don't even care about Grithwick. This is besides my point.
So what were you going to do with them?
I was going to try to win that bet.
and the bet being...
I'm keeping this book until you give us a straight answer.
I don't want
Fuck
the
it.
book. Take the book. I don't care about the
Let's
book. I
tie
already
him up
told you I
again.
didn't want it.
Trees, tie him up again.
It was crappily written. I don't want the book. Hey, get off of me, you roots. What are you doing?
Beautiful. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell the trees to slowly start squeezing him until
Oh
we
my
get real answers.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were evil. I think, maybe?
I'm indifferent.
Oh, you're just crazy.
Ah, my arms! What the hell?
I'm the nice guy. Answer me and we could just get through this. Otherwise, I'm gonna turn my back and we'll see what everybody else in the group does.
We will let the trees decide what they want to do to you after your little playtime in the forest.
Yo, cut his balls off!
Fuck.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm training.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
The bet is to let the roots go.
I'm laughing. Which is really creepy, probably. The little plant girl laughing at his pain.
It's the next stage of my apprenticeship.
Tell us everything.
You still
So
haven't
you're
told
studying
us
to
how to
become
win this bet.
I win the bet that I made. It's a bet that I made.
Oh, personal bet.
To do what?
Overcome the power
Of the...
of the puppet master.
Ooh.
Let me go.
What power?
You just said the puppet master.
This guy sounds like a squirrely JRPG like sub villain.
I was hoping somebody would do the David Bowie thing with me.
I don't know it.
Oh. Yeah.
Huh?
The power of voodoo, hoodoo, you do what? Remind me of the babe.
Is that from Labyrinth?
I think so.
Oh.
I haven't seen that movie.
I first heard the parody of that in Blazing Saddles.
Mm-mm.
Wait, Blazing Saddles came out before Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
So who's this puppet master?
We
And
heard
why
that
do you need to
before.
overcome them?
'Cause the dude's an asshole, that's why.
Doesn't Dima know the puppet master or something like that?
I do not. Probably Arshaka.
We've heard this before, the puppet master.
Where?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to remember. Like, no, this name sounds very familiar.
I suspect it was pre-Graven, because I'm almost positive Graven's never heard of a puppet master.
Oh
Or
shit, you're right.
maybe-
The puppet
Yeah.
master is an ageless presence that interferes with the goings on of Tira through an army of immortal soldiers with
Yes.
tendrils as weapons. So this is from session number 2.
Yeah, Rob!
We found that
Wait.
creature in the catacombs underneath Comtal.
Yes.
And that
Told
was
us about-
probably one of the soldiers from the puppet master.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, so actually, we got this information after session 2. This is probably more like session 4 or something like that. Zarafin told it to us.
Okay, so
James
he wants to
would-
get stronger to overthrow or beat the puppet master's power
Yeah, basically.
with the help of a construct army.
Yep.
So we actually see eye to eye with this guy.
Too bad I have to break his arms, though.
James, would Graven have knowledge of this because of the way that he picked up that the little box that Snig had and then got Snig's memories and things?
I thought
Actually,
Eugene got Snig's memory.
Yeah, that was you. That was the cat, not you.
Oh, that's right, the cat got it.
Oh,
But
the
I know
Snig
nothing.
was around for that, I think. Oh wait,
Yeah,
Snig
Snig
was
was
Snig in
around.
the box already?
No, Snig, I remember Snig trying to do one of his crazy powerful parry swings against it, and then he just got smashed.
No, I mean, was Snig in the box by the time we talked to the Inquisitor at
the box.
Cosdal that told us this stuff?
Oh,
he fell in the box and then he came out of it. So I think
right,
he's
but we don't recall.
I'm
when.
trying to remember when the box thing happened.
I think near dirt.
Yeah, I think it happened in dirt.
Yes, because the
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think it was very recent to those spider dudes that stole the bloodstone that had Rinna Sprig's soul in it?
Yep.
Okay. So Snig probably heard this,
Yeah.
which means Eugene would know it.
Yeah.
I think I know it too, just because I was able to delve into someone's mind and see it as well.
I thought
Remember that
only-
happening?
I'm big.
Wait,
I
I
do
thought
it
only
too.
Asharka. Well, I could do that, not you.
Oh, you thought?
Well,
Nope, I can scratch the surfaces of minds. So while he was remembering, I jumped into his mind while he was remembering it, and I saw it that way.
Did you know he was remembering it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that was the thing. Like, he was experiencing it, and I wanted to see what he was experiencing, so I jumped into his mind real quick, and then you were describing this whole thing.
Okay.
By the way, I'll be joining Roll20 in a couple minutes.
Oh, cool.
Dead. So I don't remember
So
Dima remembering the puppet master.
Dima wasn't around yet.
Yeah.
So when he mentions the puppet master, I will then nod in agreement. I
Wow.
assume that's Rob switching from phone to computer.
Oh, okay.
Aha.
Wait, you have to do a sound check now.
Yeah, sorry. Back on my computer.
you
Cool.
sound good.
You sound beautifully.
Thank you, guys.
Sound beautiful. Beautifully beautiful.
All right, now let's see if you would have passed that reflex save because I want you to take some damage. I'm kidding.
But I'm not really.
But
Let's
for real.
roll.
Let's
Okay.
see if you die.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
But seriously.
So back on interrogating this guy.
Yeah, he's no
Or
longer.
like on Tira gating him, right?
No.
He's in so much pain at this point that he can't speak anymore.
Flower girl, could you please not kill him yet?
I look at you, Arshaka.
Single nod.
I kill him.
No.
Why?
Jesus Christ!
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Stop.
What the fuck?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna rush up. I'm just gonna like try and start prying the roots off of him.
The roots are growing on him faster than you can tear them off.
I spin around at Emal with like a very angry face, and I hiss at her and I say, "I need him alive!" And I start scratching at the fucking roots.
Release him.
I tell the trees to release him.
Oh, he might be a mangled mess.
The trees subside and he plops to the ground. He's unconscious.
Well, congratulations, we made a new enemy.
I'm running over to Emal. I'm just gonna screaming in her face.
Meow, 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 meow.
I'm going to walk over to Tiz and I will expend a burn to use regressive healing and try to bring it back to a healthier state from a few minutes ago.
And you do. His rubbery, fractured arms return to their normal.
Oh god, I just like imagine them
Elasticity.
like popping them back into place.
Oh,
Ah. Hey,
But
it was a lot
using
better than what I do
magic,
with.
they pop themselves back into the place,
Yeah,
which I think is grosser.
Yo, 100% grosser. To see an arm moving like
Ew.
that's like
Back into-
in Guardians of the Galaxy. What's her name? Nova. What's
The-
the
Green chick?
no Green Chick's sister?
oh,
What's her name?
I don't like
Karen Gillan.
No, well, yeah, but what's the character's name?
I have no idea.
Anyway, her arm does that thing, and her jaw does too at
Yeah,
one point.
that's right.
Anyway, so Tiz is healed, but unconscious.
How much does the cage weigh?
The cage weighs 15 pounds.
Okay.
It is
Let's see.
2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
Well, I can't fit it in a bag, but I can safely carry it.
Roll perception.
Everyone?
No, Graven, the guy that's wielding the box.
Oh.
Okay.
Crit failed.
So you don't see anything about the box that would make it easier to carry.
Okay.
Besides, it's
I mean, I don't know if it would matter, but that's not a crit fail. It's a skill check, so it's just.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
It's 19. It's not a crit fail.
Oh.
I don't know
that's
if
a
it
good
would-
point. No, that's
I
a
don't
good
know if it
point.
would make a difference, but
It
I just wanna point
does.
that out.
Yeah, it does. I keep forgetting that skill checks can't fail.
Yeah, I think it's only attacks that can crit fail.
Yeah.
In that case, you see little hinges and compartments where the box can fold into itself into a basically a metal sheet, and it makes it easier to carry.
Is it still like 2 foot by 2 foot sheet?
No, it's actually 6 inches by. It's a
It is
6 inch
small
by
enough to
6
fit in a
inch.
Hey.
6 inch
But
by
just right
6
for me.
inch, like patty.
Oh, Ethan.
It was a penis joke.
I missed it. That's okay. I missed it. It's fine.
Something 6 inches being just right.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Well, I'll fold it up and I'll put it into my
But
handy
Knapsack.
haversack.
Okay. There's also the pedestal that it came with, which can also be collapsed into a disc of about the same size.
I'll take that too.
Okay.
So I'm yelling at Emald. I'm like, what were you thinking?
I am ignoring you completely. I am just
What the
glaring at him.
fuck?
Like it's probably the most sinister look you've ever seen on me.
It's like a Mean Girls look.
Yes.
Cue the
It
creepy.
maybe like my eyes are like wide. You know what I mean?
It's like Emald's portrait.
So as I yell, I realize that like my words aren't even registering.
Pretty much.
And I just kind of like slowly fall off, and now I'm a little worried about Emald. Like the intense stare is kind of a new emotion I've seen on Emald. I don't think we've ever seen her like this. Yeah.
Nope.
All right, and then I'll take a step back and be like, "Hey guys,
I feel tricked.
Yes, cat.
what's wrong with Emald?"
What is it wrong with Emald?
I'll motion over towards Arshaka to see if he might have a better idea.
I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at.
I'll walk over.
I'm gonna look at Emald and call out to her, see if she actually snaps out of it.
There is something I want to do, but I don't have the spell ready.
I mean, do you acknowledge that I'm calling to you?
No, I don't.
Who can speak to Emald? It's just Tinnel and Dima, right?
And
I
Arshaka.
can.
Arshaka.
And Arshaka.
Okay.
Tittle became useless. Ish.
If she doesn't respond to Dima for a bit, I will call her name as well.
Yoo-hoo! Emald! come back to the world of the living. Look at me, goddammit!
Why won't you look at me, Turing?
Also, this fucking root!
Yeah.
Help me!
Imald. Anything?
Hello?
What the fuck?
Would someone please get me?
I'm gonna have like a tear come down my I start crying. Like I still maintain that look, but like there's like streams of tears coming down.
Maybe we should get her away from him for now.
Help me. Somebody.
You're not in any
up.
danger.
You're
fine.
Dima, you're not tied up.
I wasn't?
He's just freaking
Wait.
out.
No, wait. I thought I was tied up when,
She let you go almost immediately.
when?
I did say release the goblin.
Oh. Sorry.
So there's just been a single vine around your legs, basically.
This is highly inconvenient for me.
Inconvenient.
This is very
Oh,
disconvenient.
Oh, damn it.
I'll walk over to Dima and I will simultaneously gently try to pull away the vines and use a little bit of nurture plant, see if I can like encourage it to let go.
Please let him go.
Nice. Well, since Emald was the perpetrator of the route around Dima, that'll have to be against her will.
Will battle.
I guess Dima would have to make a will save then against my nurture plants DC.
Alright, I'm ready.
Well, you don't have to do anything.
Wait, no, yeah,
This is
Imald.
Emald,
You said Dima.
you said
but
Dima.
meant
You
Imald.
said me, though.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Imald has to make the will save. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Want me to make a will save?
Yeah.
Want me to make a will save?
Want you to make will save. Jesus
Christ, Rob.
I hate
Damn,
you.
son.
What the fuck, dude?
Use all your burn, goddamn you.
I
You
I
gotta
mean,
pl-
this doesn't take burn. It would just I'd have to constantly keep. I'd just have to keep trying, I guess.
I hate you.
you get a plus
Takes me a minute.
17 to your will?
Yeah.
No, you get
I
plus
get a
18.
plus 15.
Or, yeah, plus 8. Never mind.
I mean, wisdom is his strong stat.
Fucking hell.
I've got an 18 to fortitude.
Okay. You just gonna keep trying?
Yeah, I guess.
I
I'll...
guess over time, it would finally work. Like I take 20 on it, right? In a way.
I guess since you can't keep concentrating on keeping the vines going, maybe that would kind of work.
Also, you're
I
crying
don't know exactly
right
how
now.
it works.
Yeah, I'm like crying. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm finally gonna do what I want to do. Is the Sonic Scream,
What?
and I just let this huge, powerful scream out. And the first cone is going to deal 4d4 points of sonic damage to every creature in the area, which is all you guys.
What the fuck?
44 damage.
She's a loose cannon.
Up to 3 times during the spell's duration, you can emit a cone of powerful sound as a standard action. The first cone is going to deal 44 points of sonic damage to every creature in the area. The second deals 2d4 points of sonic damage to every creature in the area. And the third is going to deal 1d4 points of sonic damage to every creature in the area.
What's the spell called?
Called Sonic Scream.
Oh, here we go. Oh no, I got this.
Successful reflex save against the cone halves the cone's damage. Basically, I'm just going to do this and then run the opposite direction. I'll let your foot go as well.
You said reflex save?
+10, don't fail me now.
Well, since Tiz is unconscious, he doesn't get to save.
Well, yeah, I was supposed to say, doesn't he wake up though from this? Cause
Maybe not.
all right,
Well, he's unconscious from damage. He's not sleeping,
but
so he probably won't wake up.
no, I'm talking about like a loud noise would shake him awake, I guess.
Potentially, he was healed back up.
How do I determine the DC?
Usually 10 plus spell level plus.
Cast. Is it caster?
Caster stat.
Yeah. So 10 spell level and probably wisdom for you.
That's right. So it's a level 2, and then my wisdom is 5. So 17 is the reflex you have to beat.
Well, so even if this woke Tiz up, he'd still take the full damage because it would be the attack that wakes him up. So
Right.
And if you do succeed, it also you only get half damage. So you just take a damage no matter what.
yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
So I'll take whatever you roll.
You want me to roll?
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
can now, right?
Oh yeah. So the first blast, it's 3 like.
Someone
Uh-huh.
shut her up.
Yeah. Roll 4d4.
Hang on. You can't. Wait. The spell duration is 1 round per level. So up to 3 times you can use it. I don't know if that's... Yeah, okay. So the Cone of Powerful Sound is a standard action, so you'd have to do it once
3
per
times.
round. Yeah, 3 times, but it's once per round.
Is it a standard action to cast the spell as well? So you'd have to wait until the second round to.
Yes, casting time is 1 standard action.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. It's not like 3.
Well, what I mean is,
So would we
can
know that you're casting that? Because we would have about 6 seconds after you cast it before you scream.
With
I
this,
guess.
Yes, Rob, my point is that people can intervene instead of you just doing 3 big blasts that hurt everybody.
Yeah. This is just the first blast. Is what I'm saying.
Well, the
Right.
first blast happens on the second round.
wait,
Yeah, because you have to spend 1 standard action to cast the spell. Then, after it's cast, you can use a standard action.
Ah, okay. I see what you mean now.
And
yes.
casting a spell is not quiet.
Can I use the spell magic to stop him?
I guess.
Spell magic.
I don't see why not.
The casting is probably you like breathing in, preparing to yell really
Yeah.
loudly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's the casting. The cone happens on the second, or can happen on the second round.
Sonic Scream, was it called?
Sonic
Yeah.
Scream, yeah.
Okay.
Range of
See.
15 feet. I'm assuming everyone's within that.
See, I'm looking
Yeah,
up the
probably. I
spell
don't think it's a
magic
big
right
area.
now. Because I sure as shit don't want to be hit by this 3 goddamn times.
I think you have to use spellcraft to be able to know that Rob's even using Psychic Scream. You might not know what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, he's just gonna yell normally, or she's gonna yell normally.
It
I mean-
will definitely know it's magic.
Yeah.
There will be no question that you are doing magic.
But wouldn't that actually give you enough proof that it's
You know he's casting something.
right?
So if someone starts casting a spell, you're like, no, don't use magic. I mean, you'd probably want to. What if he's doing something nice? You don't know, right?
True.
Until it hurts.
So all right.
Okay,
So how
you're
about we?
not going to get to intervene if you wait until it hurts, right?
Oh, I see what you mean.
So
I
we
gotta get
so
hit
we do
damage
this.
before I do
It'll hurt once,
Um,
but then people can intervene.
Okay.
the spell does have a verbal component though.
Fuck.
Yeah, Sonic Scream has verbal and somatic, so Imald is moving with hands.
So we would probably
making
know
noise.
that she is
Doing
casting
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt anyone would expect her to do what she's about to do.
Probably
I mean,
not.
So Rob, I'd say you get one scream off the 4d4 one, and then after that, people can choose to do whatever.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it'd kind of be like you're acting in the surprise round. You get one standard action in the surprise
Yeah.
round, and then it's quote unquote initiative.
Right.
Just like, oh, it's baby gunner.
So my 4d4 is 12 damage.
Wow.
Okay.
Reflex. God,
I definitely didn't pass my reflex save.
I jump in front of the cone and absorb.
I'll save everyone. Ah!
Oh wait,
Hiya.
does that count as a critical spell hit?
Oh
Weren't we
shit! It
okay.
does.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Yes,
that
it
means I failed too.
Oh.
Wait, who?
What's
failed?
the reflex save?
You're past. It's 17.
Really?
Yeah. With the
So,
moderate 5, spell level 2 plus 10.
so in Graven's case, he's okay-ish.
Graven's gonna take 6 damage.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Everyone's going to take 6
we
damage.
rolled-
I'm going to get crit with sonic damage.
Graven and Tiz were crit.
Mm.
Yikes.
Big
Where's
yikes.
that voluptuous table of good stuff?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Rules and cribs.
Tell me when to roll.
Voluptuous table.
I think you just roll 1d100, roll it twice, and take the bigger number.
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wait, do we roll that?
93.
Do we roll that,
88.
or does she?
I think
want
she
a crit.
does. It's her crit.
So her crit would be only one crit for both of us?
It's one cast of the spell, so I would say it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same number.
the same crit roll for both of you.
So the
Makes
highest
sense.
number would be an 88.
Oof. And this is Sonic?
Yeah.
Yep.
88. That would be... We're deafened, blown back 15 feet.
Yes.
And what's this XM plus 1?
Let me.
I think
Times...
Minute? Right now.
15 feet
it might,
times...
be, it might be the multiplier to the damage. We might be saying that Sonic does bonus damage.
So times the multiplier plus 1.
Whatever the damage multiplier is, add 1 to it.
Oh, crit multiplier plus 1. Okay. So 4 times damage. Shit. Oh boy.
Rob.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry.
I'm not.
'cause you
It's
did
amazing, but good RP. Good RP, guys.
It. Ugh.
So we take 48 damage. And we're,
Graven goes flying back 15 feet
and we're deafened
permanently.
permanently.
Unless cured by magic.
Irreparable damage.
So, yeah. Oh, okay. So it's only you two. All right. So I'm gonna immediately see Graven flying.
Oh, wait. Oh, God. Fucking... Tinnel's gonna have to save too, isn't he?
Oof.
Oh no! Don't crit fail.
Tinnel, don't be deaf. I need you more than ever now. I guess Tinnel could still use telepathy. That's something.
God.
Jesus.
What is Tinnel's reflex? I've got it here somewhere. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
Tinnel is fine. Tinnel has improved evasion, so I don't believe Tinnel takes any damage.
Yay.
I feel
Nice.
bad. Right for my second attack?
Fuck you.
Fuck
Going
that.
Go
next.
for it. I'm outside the range now.
And I can't hear anything.
Oh yeah, if you're deafened, you'd be immune to a sonic spell. Get fucked, Rob.
Excuse me. Get fucked.
Wait. Let's see. Spells.
do you
spell
have
magic.
something you're gonna do, Dima?
I'm doing dispel magic. Let's see.
Spell magic? What is that? What?
Dispel
Dispel.
magic.
Oh, dispel. Okay.
Spell magic. You know, magic with spells.
More. the
Please
there's
stop.
targeting the spell, or there's counter spell.
Counterspell would have been as he was casting it. That's already passed.
Yeah. So
But you do it coming up.
No, you already cast it.
Hmm.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You're using it.
It's
subsequent
happening right now.
rounds.
Yeah.
But I think Dispel Magic should be able to remove the lingering effect, which is letting you use it again. Assuming he succeeds. I think there's a roll involved.
Yeah, I have to make a dispel check
Kind of tough too.
against the highest caster level. It might fail, but
That's worth a shot.
yeah. So if I do targeted, he can't use it. But if I use counterspell, he can no longer use it for that turn.
No, he already cast it. You missed your window to counterspell.
Okay. So
You need to counterspell as a reaction to him starting casting the spell,
Right.
but he's already cast it at this point.
Yeah, the spell is currently going on. The duration of the spell is 1 round per level,
Okay.
and
so,
I doubt Rob
so I
wants to
think you want-
discharge it, so it's still going on.
I think you want target.
No, I think Emalt's way too emotional right now to stop.
All right, I'll do the target one, which is let's see, roll 1d20 plus 9. It's shite, but it'll. What the hell? There we go. 26.
What's his versus?
Your highest. Let's see. Your highest caster level. So.
Fuck. Level 11.
Probably not level 26.
Okay. What's this doing?
I'm stopping Immold from doing this again.
Even though
So
the
as-
spell is currently in duration.
it's stopping the spell that, like, it's removing the magical effect that lingers.
Okay.
So she won't be able to do another burst.
Let's see.
Very
That's good.
nice.
Oh, I only have one shot at this.
Well, you succeeded, right?
It's Rob. He needs to roll
What am I rolling?
the highest caster level.
You don't have
Oh,
to
it's
roll
a
it.
caster level check.
Oh. So plus 11.
Let's see.
1d20 plus 11? Is that
No.
Yeah, I'm confused.
The Julian rolls 1d20 plus his caster level against a DC of 11 plus the spell's caster level. The spell's caster level
Oh.
is also 11.
Yeah.
So
No.
Julian is doing
No,
1d20
this-
plus 11 against 22.
So he won.
Oh,
yeah.
it's the spell's caster level, not the spell level.
Yes, the spell's caster
That's
level.
weird.
So of course I'm level 11. That's where that 11's going.
So wait. What?
So you dispelled it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you won.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
it's not a
level-
roll. It's
It was a check.
It's not an opposed
No, it
roll.
is
It's
a
a
roll.
DC roll.
but the DC is not rollable, which means
Right. Yeah. It's
Rob
not
doesn't have to
opposed.
roll.
They're never rollable.
No. Yeah.
Let's see.
okay. So it's just a flat 22.
So good job, Dima.
Nice.
Get fucked.
To be fair, Julian, I'm pretty sure your caster level is not 9. Or is it?
It is. I have the graph right here. Level 12. Caster level 9.
Are you multi-class?
multi-classing?
No.
Oh, no, he's a paladin. He gets cleric -3, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's correct then.
Okay, yeah. You're good. For some reason, I thought you were 11, and I thought it'd be 8.
Yeah. Then I would have done that.
But no,
I think we
you're
leveled up.
12. Yeah, Imold's 11, everybody else is 12.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Sonic Scream
Okay.
has been dispelled.
I want to Psionic Blast Imald.
Bitch.
Holy shit. Infighting.
Is that like finger blasting?
Oh my god.
Because if so, that's gross, Kyle.
If it matters, I will drop to my knees and start sobbing.
No, that makes it worse.
You can't. It's not your turn.
Right, I'm saying after,
Oh, well, if there is an after.
if there is an after.
Whoa.
Arshaka is pissed.
So I need a will save from you, Imald.
Oh, well, you're not going to
Well-
succeed that.
Maybe.
Oh,
Okay.
That's doable.
Oh.
That's doable.
Quick, he's
You
vulnerable.
got this, Kyle.
She's vulnerable. Get him.
Sorry, I'm a little out of practice calculating my fucking DCs.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Boing.
Oh, we doing boingy sounds now?
Don't get the heart.
Oh, here comes the draw.
The DC was 23.
Hey-o.
Nice.
Well done.
Oh, but this is easy. You're just stunned for 4 rounds.
Oh,
That's fine.
well,
with
that
me.
was underwhelming.
I mean, I'm not trying to kill her.
Yeah.
I just want to disable her.
That wasn't supposed to kill anyone. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Oh, yeah. 44. You weren't expecting to crit.
Oh, is
Yeah.
the dude dead? Did he die? Or is he okay?
He's
you know,
not doing great.
Oh
We'll have
no.
As long as he's not dead.
He's very close to dead. He's basically a pile of mush.
Sonic
since-
mush.
Since Imald is stunned, Graven's gonna go over with his deaf, stupid self. Sign language, some regressive healing onto Tiz.
I'm gonna motion Eugene and try and get him all like restrained somehow in case she's still freaking out when she wakes up.
I'm conscious.
Well, yeah,
You
when you
guys-
regain control of yourself.
Wait, does that Sonic scream? Is it like a do you have to shout that or
Absolutely.
Sonic
Okay.
is
Roda.
screamer.
gag her?
Giga Drill Breaker!
Quick, someone shove a potato in your mouth.
No, I'm definitely not looking as crazy right now.
Yeah, well, you're stunned.
Well, first of all, fuck you. Second,
Oh, were you carrying anything, by the way?
Like wielding anything?
Just holding anything in your hands, because you
Just
dropped
paper.
it if you were.
Paper?
Okay.
That's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah. Camera pans over and pieces of paper slowly drift to the ground.
Hello,
Aw.
darkness, my old friend.
There's a picture of me on it with like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there
no.
is. Oh, I love it.
That's so sad.
oh no.
and I'm pissed when I walk over there.
Dang, my head.
Spank me.
No, that's
I'm
good.
Wait, whoa. I'm sorry. I read the
Oh,
situation.
I'm gonna give you a blasting, all right. Daddy, blast me more.
Okay, enough, please. Thank
Reminds
you.
me of that shield that once it gets hit, like it's
Oh yeah.
Cursed item.
yeah. Harder, hit me harder.
That was amazing.
Right.
Yeah. Like a picture of us holding hands like falls from my hand.
Stop her
From
before
what?
she screams again, or does something weird. I don't fucking know.
Casters, you never know. We're fucking weird.
I mean, in your case, it's kind of like a fucking. I don't know. You're like a fucking tesseract at this point. I don't know what the fuck you are anymore.
All right,
You're a little
so
girl, then you're
what's-
fucking evil.
what's the method you guys are choosing to subdue the tree girl?
You don't have to do me.
A potato in the mouth and rope.
I don't have anything useful basically.
I've got a bag of holding.
Put it over her head.
It can fit her.
She'll suffocate.
I've been down this
Hey,
road.
you-
We looked it
you
up.
get
There's like 5
15
minutes. Oh yeah, 15 minutes of air. That's not a lot.
You can just like open it up and close it up, kind of flap the opening to get some air going.
We're not putting a person in a bag.
Wait, what about...
Also, didn't we determine it was a knapsack of holding?
I think it was.
I don't know.
Did
Like,
we?
how long am I stunned for?
Maybe
4 rounds.
Imald wants to take a nap in the sack.
Oh.
What about Tiz? Does he have anything that we could quickly check and then
You
use
wanna
that?
rob?
Broken bones.
I don't think we have time
Most like-
to look through his things and run over and still like tie her up or something.
Tis is the basic definition of a glass cannon.
Is the season?
He's now a... Kyle, you over here
heard
talking about
Tiz,
strikes. That's strike one, right?
That's fine. I'll take a strike for this one.
Worth it. Is what he's saying.
Eat that shit up, don't you?
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I hope you guys aren't actually mad at me, Rob.
Oh, I am fucking furious.
I am livid.
Oh, I can
Fucking-
sense the anger.
Deafened to people.
Let's see.
Not permanently though, right?
Yes, it's permanent.
Oh
no.
my god! Is it really?
Yep. Let's
To
see.
be fair, there is one way I could cure this deafness. I can regrow body parts. We just have to chop off our ears
Oh
and
boy.
eardrums, and then we can regrow
my
them.
God.
Oh my god.
You just gotta put a stick and like start scrambling up your ears with that.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
I
we hit, oh no, we hit the brain.
I gotta get like a spork and dig in there. Alright,
Or-
got it.
Or I can level up twice, and then I get the healing spell that cures deafness.
Oh my
Jordan,
god, this is
I'm
your
so
new
sorry.
Jordan.
Oh,
This
you-
is now
no,
your
no.
B-side.
You do not understand how excited I am to do Graven's voice while deaf. You have ruined everything about
Oh no.
I have.
You don't immediately start talking
That
like
was, wait, hold up, Julian. That was not a good impression.
Well, you do a good impression then.
you talk
I don't want
normally.
to.
If you
I
talked
don't
if you knew how to talk before you were deaf, you know how to talk when you're deaf.
But
You don't just immediately start bumbling.
How would you
Don't
know you're actually
entirely
speaking the right
bumble.
words though?
But hearing yourself does actually impact your voice an awful lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it would take some time before you started getting
Forget
that.
how
Yeah,
things sound.
because
yeah.
you still know the mouth movements and
that, like,
everything. That you don't lose
typical-
that.
Deaf
You
sound.
do, but it'll sound off. Like I remember the first time I got like noise canceling headphones and wore them, I could not talk properly. I sounded so weird to myself.
Your
At the-
volume
at the
control
very
gets
least-
all thrown off too.
Yeah, at the very least, you're probably gonna yell a lot because, like, right now, I'm probably yelling because I can't hear myself very well through my
Yeah,
headphones.
exactly.
That's why it's so loud.
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
never been like super deaf, so I can't
Well,
cannot
I could
speak to
just
that
say
experience.
The adjustment for first starting to wear big headphones.
Hmm.
You can't hear yourself, and suddenly you're
People are
talking
yelling at you.
louder.
So let's see.
Jordan, I apologize.
Oh, believe me,
Ugh,
you'll be sorry for what you've done.
great.
Let's see. I want to use another spell, but yet again, not sure if I should. Because when someone's stunned, does it automatically win or no?
Does what? Does
Yeah,
it
like,
win? I don't
spell.
know. What is it?
Like, it's a hold person, and he needs to do a will save to negate it. But he's stunned, though.
No, you can still make will saves.
Oh, okay.
They just
Yeah.
can't take actions.
Mm-hmm. He'll be paralyzed and freezes in place if I win.
He has a -2 penalty to AC, loses dex
You-
bonus to AC, can't take actions, and drops everything held. So he has his normal will save.
If you want to physically hold me, you get a +4 to a grapple.
Hold person
I'd
is
rather
not.
not.
Hold. I don't think hold person is physical.
No, I'm saying if you want to grapple me
Oh,
as a combat maneuver, you get a +4.
If I do that...
Oh yeah, it would be
you
very
are-
easy for us to grapple him right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not strong,
not many people in the group are.
right?
My
It's-
strength is 11.
And the big, mean vampire is too afraid of me to grab onto me.
Strength of 18. This bitch is mine.
You're just like, I'm not grabbing her.
I mean, if I do grab you and you are no longer stunned, I'm just gonna put a cruelty on you. You do evil shit? I'll show you goddamn evil.
I didn't do anything evil.
You fucking did! You paralyzed Graven! Or deafened Graven.
You call that evil.
You attacked the entire party.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
pretty evil.
You almost killed someone you didn't know was innocent or not.
You had a creepy girl.
I have
smile.
my reasons.
No, you had a creepy girl smile afterwards.
Yeah, you freak.
You freak. I'm gonna remain silent. What I did was not evil.
Well, anyway, are you casting Hold Person or not?
Yeah, I can.
Go for it.
I gotta pull up again.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Pretty sure it's the same roll, except you get to will save. So I'll just.
Well, actually, I do have a spell that has a 6% chance to cure deafness.
And what does it do the other 94% of the time?
Oh, well, it also has a 6% chance to kill everyone.
Oh, good.
Yeah, isn't that great? It has a 6% chance to make all gnomes in the area become shaken.
Oh my!
I'm bacon.
What? That's so specific.
Shaken.
Oh, what the fuck is this spell?
I have a 4% chance to make a number of strangely colored centipedes appear.
Is this just the do anything spell?
Yeah, this is
Is this the lamest
fucking
deck of many things
primal
ever?
ether. It causes a random magic event.
What is it? What is it called?
That's amazing.
Primal Aether.
Aha.
This isn't a
Please
spell.
build
This
your
is a
next
great
character around the effective use of this spell.
This is so dumb.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my thing. So,
You know what would be
Jordan,
cool?
Make a Luckomancer.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
It was
Just
his
do a
chainsaw,
bunch of shit
though.
that might kill you, but might kill them. Who knows?
I was actually thinking of just now like a cursed weapon that had that, but it would trigger once a day, just to add chaos to the campaign.
mm. Yeah, you won.
Yarp.
Jesus Christ!
Let's see. That was.
You crit your will save.
I guess as soon as it hits you, it just goes. Fuck!
Damn it! You good?
Okay, let's just hold her down then.
Yeah, okay, fine. I guess. Cover her mouth too.
And her
Like-
eyes, maybe.
Wait, there's a somatic component to that spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we don't have to hold her mouth.
Just hold my hands.
If we hold her arms, she won't be able to cast any spells.
Oh, good idea.
She might bite you if you try and hold her mouth.
Trust me, I'm not scared of bites
Oh,
at this point.
Oh, but these bites. Ooh.
yeah.
I could gag her with one of my free drink tickets for Comtol.
You guys don't have anything to.
I don't have rope. Why would I have rope?
Don't
I
you
mean,
have a traveler's any kit? Or whatever it's
Traveler's
called?
any tool.
Any tool?
Oh,
So he
wait,
has
wait,
a
wait,
shovel.
wait. Okay, I have an all tools vest. I can speak a command word and all the tools necessary for one craft skill appear. So I just need to do a craft skill that has rope.
Oh no.
Good
Well,
start.
Someone tell me to make something that involves rope.
well, now we gotta fucking play. God damn it! What's that one game we have to do like sign language to make other people guess it?
Pictionary?
Charades?
Yeah,
Charades.
we have to do fucking charades with you. Fucking.
No, I can. I use telepathy. I can actually talk to the deafened people, no problem.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay,
get
nice.
on that shit.
Yeah, I've got Tinnel with me. Tinnel can
Can
help.
they reciprocate though, Kyle?
No, but they're not mute yet.
Oh,
True.
Raven's just gonna be randomly screaming out, "What?" in like the most appropriate times.
I don't know what anyone else is saying right now.
You might as well just not talk, Graven.
Roll a new character.
It appears that
Oh my god.
Oh my! It's so fucking funny.
Did you just say something?
Oh my god.
I should have done this years ago.
Like, it's horrible that you're deaf and it's amazing.
It opens up so many possibilities.
No, it closes off every possibility.
Talking about role playing,
Role-playing wise, it's pretty funny.
it's amazing.
Help me, guys. I can't hear anything.
What?
When your first time in my life, I jammed and I'm deaf.
Does this mean you can't say?
Can't hear all the blues.
Does this mean you can't say that sounds like a good plan anymore?
He just says it ironically now.
Yeah.
I mean, the spell to cure blindness and deafness is only level 3. It shouldn't be that expensive to get you guys fixed up.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll grab a mold. If you try to do something,
Come
like
get me,
break
bitch.
away.
So all right. So
Right
Emald
here.
is grabbed.
I don't think you understand why I want to do this now, Rob.
Okay.
Especially if you're vulnerable to fire.
Hmm.
All right. Emald is grabbed. Next, what's happening?
We'll wait for her to stop being stunned, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, no, like you can.
Dance if you want to.
Shut
not
up,
gonna dance.
Jordan.
I'm not gonna dance for you.
You can leave your friends behind.
Ah!
Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
Like, Ashaka, you're the god of her people. Fucking talk to her.
She didn't respond when I called out to her before.
Look at the floor. She drew a cute picture of you. That's crude, but still.
It's adorable. He's still pink in my
Graven,
book.
have you realized you're deaf?
Probably.
I mean, in the beginning, he'll probably hear like a constant E sound. Not like yeah, like that.
Ooh, that's bad.
Ugh.
Is there a boat nearby?
A boat? What?
Isn't that fucking whistle for a boat?
What?
A boat whistle?
Yeah.
A boat swain, if you will.
I think Julian's talking about like that. I can't fucking whistle, but that like
Yep.
that sort of thing.
Oh,
the
I
whistle
don't
does
think I've ever heard
on a
that
boat.
before.
I mean, you did the notes for it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, like when there's a Star Trek episode where they're letting a dead
Oh.
crew member in a coffin go, and they do that whistle.
Huh. Okay. I don't know.
I'm
I've
not
never heard it before.
stupid.
So I'll say my stun wears off, and I won't retaliate. I'll just look away from the party.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So you're gonna be like an emo tree for the rest of the campaign?
At this point, she's fucking
No,
psychotic.
what happened was I had a temper tantrum, essentially.
Oh well, boo fucking who then? I guess.
Yeah.
Where I didn't get enough paper.
Grow up, damn it!
Well, that's the thing. I'm a little girl.
That's right. You are like 2 or whatever.
Yeah. Not an adult.
Okay.
So fucking ow.
Kyle, whip out the belt. Let's teach her some
Oh!
manners.
No, Daddy, no!
Oh my god, please.
This is getting creepy.
No, I was kidding. I'm sorry. Let's.
Thanks, James.
I didn't fucking mean it that way. Jesus.
But you're talking to us.
Yeah, I guess I'm not responsible for anything you guys say. Let's just put it that way. All right. So.
Imold, what was that all about?
I'm just gonna whisper. I'm sorry.
You can't just kill people willy-nilly. We were trying to get information out of them.
Carl, that kills people.
And why did you attack us?
I keep saying I'm sorry.
Say that to my
Sorry.
fucking eardrums. Shit.
Explain.
Say that to my eardrum.
You can't hear this exchange, Craven.
Tinnel can. Tinnel's telepathizing. to me.
Okay.
Wait, actually, Tiddle could be your.
Well, you guys are. He's
Yes,
still
that's what
on
I've been saying the
board.
whole
You
time.
have to
Tinnel
come
can
back.
just talk for me if I need him to.
No,
It's
no,
gonna be
I mean,
fine.
he could be your speech coach. He's like, nope. You sound
Little
terrible.
quiet. Quieter,
Just hear
Graven,
him
little
practicing
quiet.
in a tent.
Anyway.
Tis
I'm
wait.
gonna say, he's a bad man.
Who is? First it was me, now who the hell are you talking to? Arshaka, Graven, the cat?
Commissioner?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Can we please fucking move it along? There's so many callbacks this episode. It's ridiculous.
Commissioner.
McGackin.
Coolidge.
Wasn't your name actually McCulkin or something like that? Coolidge McCulkin.
Oh.
Anyways,
What do you say, Rob?
Bad man or not, you can't just kill people. We have to discuss things like that. Unless we're threatened, which we were not.
I mean, you can't. Oh, actually, I should shut up right now.
Tiz wakes up.
He's healed again, by the way.
Here we
He's
go.
not Sonic Mush.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I wanted him to be Sonic Bush.
I want him to see himself
But
as
he is
Sonic.
deaf.
We're like, oh my god!
But he's also deafened too.
Ah! Ah!
Oh god.
Ah! I can't hear! I can't hear what's going on! Hello!
That is so fucking accurate. It's like... That's exactly what I would do if I go deaf all of a sudden.
Craven! Craven, what's going on?
Graven is going to cover Tiz's mouth and have Tinnel telepathize to him that he's deaf,
my God,
but
I'm
we're going to
crying.
fix things.
Damn it! Why am I deaf?
Sounds so far away. It's got blasted back.
I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna try and hit him in the head and knock him out. Fuck this.
Oh my god.
Wait. Let's recap. He was almost crushed.
I don't care.
Deafened by fucking mom.
I'm done. I'm done.
We're just.
I'm not dealing. I'm not dealing with it.
Rob,
What the
Rob, this is the second time now that you have taken a little friend I made away. Do you remember your campaign when you gave my friend endless
Oh my
permanent
God.
nightmares?
Oh,
Yes.
What was his name? What was his name?
It was a bandit.
Yeah.
You're like, for some reason, oddly attached to him.
You gave him permanent nightmares for the rest of his
No,
life.
James
No, I
Didn't
did.
James do it?
Yeah, I gave him.
James
I put him
was
in
a
an endless
warlock.
nightmare.
Yeah, James was a
Oh.
warlock.
Wasn't his name Frank or something?
Yeah, it was something simple.
Fred.
Fred?
No, I
Fred.
thought that was the caravan driver.
Oh my
the
god, the
old
caravan
guy.
driver.
Oh, that's right. He
Wow.
was super weird too.
Come back to me.
Graven, I can't hear!
All right, I pick up that rock. I'm throwing it.
I'm killing. Finish
I
it.
am going to body block. I'm not going to let you hit this
God damn
poor
it.
goblin. Tinnel is going to speak telepathy-wise
Help.
into Tiz's mind.
Help!
Be quiet, be quiet,
What?
be quiet.
Get
You're
out of my
like,
head!
I'm like Graven.
He's shaking.
I'm freaking out, man! His
All right, screw
fingertips.
this. I shove him in one of my stupid bags of holding.
His fingers like. "Grrr!"
We got 15 minutes.
Okay, he's floating around in.
I'm gonna put him
God,
and
he's in
Tinnel
hell.
in there, and Tinnel's gonna take the next 15 minutes trying to get him to calm down.
Wait,
Tindall
can-
doesn't breathe, does he?
No,
Okay, that's
Tinnel's
good.
just a wisp. So
All
I'll
right,
stuff them both
so-
in there. Tinnel can try to calm things down.
So Tiz and Tinnell are floating around in this bag of holding now.
Just like a shouting match at that point.
And Tiz is freaking out at this point.
Yeah, he's fucking going nuts. He's just whacked out right now. He was knocked out because of pain. He woke up, couldn't hear, and then Graven just shoved him in a bag.
Well, think about it from his point of view.
He's
All
freaked
he was
out.
doing- all he was doing is reading a book. A bunch of plants came and crushed his bones.
Don't forget
And
about the eye.
he woke up and a little girl screamed at the sound of a million jet engines and he turned into mush. But then he came back and now he's just happily floating in time and space inside this
Oh my
bag.
god.
He'll be alright.
Don't forget about the scary eye.
Trying to calm him down.
We're just trying to calm him down.
This is the worst night of his life.
You're overreacting a little bit. Just calm down.
Can I peek my head into the bag and start yelling at him?
He can't hear you.
You're floating.
That's right. You can't.
Take me already.
I'm kind of picturing if you poke your head in, like, just the sky is your face. Like, that's the opening.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
Which is absolutely terrifying, too.
But there's no light in there, is there?
Well, how?
Or is
I
when he
wouldn't
opens it
think
up.
So.
It's just
Yeah, I
like
guess
a
there
it's
isn't.
just like an amorphous space, right?
Yeah, it's just an extra dimension space.
God, he's Helen
Yeah,
Keller.
and then when it opens, there'd be light from above, I guess.
Interesting.
He's Helen Keller in there. Blind and deaf.
Except way more concerned with his current position.
When does he start realizing he's running out of air? That's probably when the true terror starts sinking in.
He'll be
My
fine.
God.
Tinnell will make sure he doesn't suffocate. Tinnell will just like give a nudge at the bag opening and make sure some air gets in.
He just goes in and out.
All right, well, you kidnapped somebody.
Again.
This is who we are.
He wanted this.
No, I don't think
no,
so.
He was just trying to read a book.
He's trying to undo the puppet master. We're helping him out with that. He needs to calm down.
He needs
This is a learning experience for him.
Besides,
We'll build
this is
character.
totally his fetish.
Also, we're responsible for curing his deafness. And we
And-
can't just drag him around while he's screaming.
Help! Help!
What, are you just going to keep him in a bag indefinitely until you find a cure?
Is he going to be screaming indefinitely until we find a cure?
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you
Then
hadn't
let's
shoved him in a
find them.
bag, he wouldn't be freaking out all the time.
He was already screaming!
He may have stopped if you reasoned with him.
That's what Tinnell's doing. Tinnell's reasoning with him right now.
Oh, he's way more pissed now that you put him in a bag.
That's fine. He can sit in there all he wants.
Well, 15 minutes.
No rush. Well, yeah, but I mean, I can just open the hole of the bag and give him some air.
You should, like, just pop his head out.
You can open the bag and fart into it. There you go. Fuck.
Anyways, I have calmed down. I digress.
But have you learned your lesson?
It's a fucking child. What do you expect the answer is gonna be?
I expect them to learn their fucking lesson.
Depends on how
you're
old
gonna be
they
a
are.
Great dad.
The beatings will continue
Oh my
until
God.
a lesson is learned.
I nod.
Wait, did you actually?
I don't actually say that.
Oh!
No.
Oh my god.
I also
Eating.
haven't hit you.
And Maul's just like, yes, yes, Lord.
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, my sweet dear Lord.
Well, I think the last thing I said was, "Do you understand?" You just nodded, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. Do you understand? Use your words.
Yes.
Okay. Dima, I think you can let go now.
You think or you know?
Good.
Let go, Dima.
I pause for a minute and then I let go.
I will slowly stand up, brush my little dress off.
And
I will
stab Dima in the throat.
And I will give you a big hug, Arshaka. And I will say, I'm sorry again. I'll, like, cry.
Yeah, this is kind of reminding me of that scene with Gandalf where he's like, "Bilbo Baggins, do not take me from your
Conjure of cheap tricks.
I love you. Wait.
Wait, what'd you say, Gandalf? Nothing.
Tricks!
Oh, I said I'm not trying to rob you.
I'm
Yeah.
awake.
Okay.
I love you. I'm not trying to rob you.
That's what he actually says.
Yeah, it works perfectly what I said. I love
Yeah,
you.
it's very convenient.
Yeah.
Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins.
Dildo Sigans.
Right.
I
Anyway,
wish I
okay.
remembered
Let's.
what he said when he scolds Pippin for touching the stone.
He says fool of a took a few times in that.
Yeah. Peregrine Took. What a fun, jaunty name.
Is that? He also says that when he touches the Palantir.
Yeah.
But he wasn't such a dumbass in the books, though.
What's
Well, he
going
was
to do
the
then?
mischief.
Knock your head against these
Mischief,
doors,
yeah, but
Peregrine
he's just,
Took.
yeah, they
And
had
if
a
that does
meeting
not
with,
settle them, at least I'll have a little
Absolutely.
peace from foolish questions.
He's inquisitive.
Yeah, little scamp.
Meanwhile,
God, I love
in
Harry Potter.
in Pathfinder,
Anyways, yeah.
so Arshaka and Emald share a sweet moment. Graven is deaf. Tiz is in a bag with Tinnel.
He's in a tizzy, I bet.
Tis not the time to be making those quips.
I walk away, but as I'm walking away, I look inside my bag and I see in my inventory a thing that Kaiban gave me before. Which is a firestone.
Well, please tell me you're not going to just use that right now.
Just
Oh,
lights
no.
him on fire.
No, just like as a in case this were to happen again at a more severe rate, you know.
Are you
Sometimes
foreshadowing?
I don't know, maybe.
In case this happens again, I'm going to burn the whole forest down.
I'm gonna murder her.
I mean,
Make her swallow it.
you all.
God.
I make her swallow and punch her in the stomach and then
Oh,
fucking.
Jesus. That's such an awful, like, ugh. That's the.
When
Yep.
Julian's a father, his like child's gonna act out, and he's gonna look at the gun next time.
Rob, what the fuck, dude?
That's what he's saying.
I was just saying that if you were going like fucking berserk and we can't contain you anymore.
I mean, maybe if Julian's kid can scream and turn people to mush when the child does so, he might consider that. Because I'll be honest, if I had a kid and every time my kid screamed it killed people, I might start thinking I should do something about
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough.
Like I look at the stone, I look back at the mall, and then I walk towards the grave and see if he's okay. Are you okay, Graven?
I just stare.
I wave
If
at
it's
you.
good.
Are
I
you
wave back.
Hey,
I-
Dean. Sorry to interrupt. Dean Clark, everybody, is in the YouTube chat. He says he hasn't played Pathfinder in so long. Such a great game, he says. And I agree. Anyway,
I agree.
hello. Please continue with your exchange to the deaf Graven.
Oh, I have lip reading. I forgot. Okay, as long as I'm staring directly at Dima, I can understand him.
I
Why
start
the fuck
speaking-
do you have lip reading?
Because maybe this would happen.
Oh my god.
How many special cases did you plan for?
Well, this was more like me wondering maybe we'll be like peeking through a doorway and we can't hear what's going on
I
the
mean,
other side or something. But we can
Clearly,
see.
you planned for gnomes at some point in the campaign, so
That's
No.
pre-written just for that the random crazy magic, the crandom crazy magic.
so
So
you
I start speaking to you very slowly, like, "Can you hear me?" Like, and you can obviously tell I'm talking to you right now.
No, but I can read your lips, so it's okay.
Wait. And I point to my ear. It's like, "Can you hear anything?"
I can't hear shit.
I turn back to Arshaka. Arshaka, Graven's deafened. He can't hear anything.
We'll have to get that fixed then, won't we?
One of those sad shrugs.
boom, boom, boom.
Perfect timing.
Wait, where's Eugene in all this? Did you like
Still
punch
looking at
out?
that.
Yeah,
He's got his
usually,
head in a bag of holding,
I'm
right?
still throwing my head into the bag of holding and just yelling at.
He's, like, spitting
friggin'
at him.
Tiz.
I'm gonna close the bag of holding tightly. I'm gonna shoo you away a little bit. Quit instigating our little goblin.
I am not a pet. You hear as the bag closes again.
I pet the bag.
Shush, hush, hush.
So yeah, you there's a situation now you have to solve, basically.
Half of everyone's deaf. Yay! Also, we need to go back.
Well, only
in the-
one important person is deaf.
Oh,
Oh,
Fair.
And it's Tiz.
Oh.
Wow,
Waiting for that one.
you're a dick. Also, where's Kashawn?
He's-
Kachan's back in the village.
We
Yeah.
went over
This
this
is like the
already.
third time
No,
we've
we
done
need to go
it.
back and get him
You
because
already asked that.
I mean,
You actually asked that too.
I don't
Let's
know, maybe
go
the fucking
back to
noise
the-
was so fucking loud he started to investigate. You don't fucking know now, do you, Rob?
Who started investigating?
Kashawn.
Who? Oh yeah, where's Kashan again?
he's at the Thorpe.
Let's go back to the village, the Thorpe,
Oh, yeah,
and see. I mean, we know that there's no threat, so we can assuage their fears there. And maybe they have some sort of restorative magics that can fix our little ear issue.
That
I
would be
mean-
nice.
I mean, they do have the wisdom of the forest too.
Our
So.
ear shoe.
I just said that. I just said that. How
Our
dare you.
ear shoe. Yeah, mine was,
guys?
but mine was funnier.
I just said it.
Well, I didn't
said it
hear.
loud.
I didn't hear Jordan at all.
Exactly.
It just
I
tuned
said-
out.
I said
I
it.
didn't hear either.
His volume control's all off because he's deaf.
Oh,
We all muted him on
I
Discord.
just want to make sure.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I don't want to hurt anyone's ears by talking too loudly. Hopefully, this is loud enough, guys.
okay. So you're heading back to the Thorpe, and is the tree bridge still there?
Yeah.
Should be.
Okay. So you just see a.
we should-
Can
Can
we should
we?
let the guy out of the bag?
Too late, he's dead.
Well, I'm letting Tinnell handle that. He can open it and air it out as he needs to.
Can you open a bag of holding from inside?
He can leave a little tentacle hanging.
Does that
out.
like destroy a galaxy when you do that or something? It's weird.
Destroy a
Turn-
galaxy.
Turn Bag of holding inside out. What happens?
It empties its contents, that's all.
Oh, is that it? Does the new inside become a bag of holding?
I thought if you put a bag of holding inside another bag of holding, it's like a nuclear bomb or something.
No.
Like that.
No, it's if you open a portable hole inside a bag of holding. That's what causes the black holes.
That's when it sucks you into a random
Dimension.
yeah. Wee. Well, you say we now.
Yeah, it's a campaign ender right there.
Oh.
Usually.
Right. So as you head down the tree bridge to the Thorpe, there's just a shell of branches encasing the town.
I jokerly
And
wave my hand.
there's some bright light coming from within the branches.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
As you head down, there's a massive flash of light,
Okay, that's not normal.
Not cool.
and it disappears. The light disappears.
Does the shell, like, unravel? Or does it just, like, stay there?
Oh no. Was it a time mote that was heading towards Kashan that I couldn't stop?
Oh no.
Well,
Oh
wouldn't it
my
have just
God.
like crashed up against the shell?
Is it inside already?
I guess I don't know how solid that shell was. If there was even a little crack.
I think there's only one way to find out.
Like weird ass modes. They can probably just go through a tree.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh-oh.
But it just makes him a little older, right? Like, it's not like a huge explosion.
Why we see him like he's like just fucking mummified at this point.
I guess to be fair, we don't know that it was a moat, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those things.
Well, let's hurry up then on the double.
Pick up our pace.
Make it. Oh, by the way, I'm carrying.
How do you announce your arrival so that the trees fold back?
I wave my hand toward it
I
and
think
say,
I just
"Open
put, like,
sesame."
my hand. I can, like, do the same ritual, let's say, with them and talk to the trees.
That's
Okay.
fun.
Open up a doorway.
The Revbund, that's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
The Revbund
Yes.
are standing around a collapsed Kashan.
I will run up to them.
He seems to try to be propping himself up with his sword, but is too weak to do so.
I will help him up.
He looks very gaunt in his face,
Jesus.
and is even more ragged than when you had seen him last time.
I will look back at the party for help.
I'm pretty much just walking towards him, knowing that he's probably a goner at this point.
Just put him out of his misery, right?
Well,
Take him out back.
Holy fucking shit! No, I'm not gonna do that because. I mean, I could possibly do that, but still.
It'd be so easy.
How frail he is.
You could do it right now.
I mean, I
He
could.
stumbles forward, says our Shaka like in a yeah, basically a like very airy, weak voice. Oh, Shaka. And sort
What
of
happened?
Sort of falls down again.
I'll see if I can pick him up.
This timeline is killing me.
Hurry up.
The time node was here and it was so large. I could do nothing but just take it.
Giggity.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm so sorry, old friend.
I'm too weak to travel with you now. I fear the rest of my days will be spent here at this hamlet.
It's a Thorpe.
And then he punches Kashan in the face.
What if Kashan just
Ending his
died
life.
there? What if he just died right there? He's like, ugh. It's a thorn.
Oh my god.
Hands down, the best thing our Shaka.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, as his dying moments, he says that, like, I'll stay here in this hamlet. And I can just burst him out. It's a Thorpe.
God damn it.
You sick, sadistic bitch.
I just love how there wasn't even any pause. There was no thinking about it. It was just the only answer acceptable.
Kashan chuckles at that.
And then dies.
Then dies. Whatever.
And he breathes his last breath.
Jesus Christ!
Yes! No!
I'm gonna take his sword.
At least he gave him a laugh, which probably killed him. But at least he did that.
Wait, why are you just taking his sword?
Yeah.
He's like probably
At
like
least wait till he's cold.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
still Lord, man.
As you've forgotten, I'm evil, so fuck you. Taking it.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm calling you out. I'm like, yo, dude, timing. Too soon.
The king of Hume is no more.
Yeah, let's rob him.
I already took his sword. So fuck you.
Joking. No, it's so. Yeah, even the Rev Buns are like, what the fuck?
I'll turn to one of the Rev Buns, assuming that y'all can deal with this thief.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you take the sword.
I'll pick up.
He deserves the burial of a king.
Then I'll pick up a Kashan
We know such. we do
and
not know
say
such
to
burial.
all of you, would you like to bury him?
A
I get to
ceremony for someone demanding great respect.
You pick up the body. You're like, I get to go first, and then walk into the woods.
Yes.
He'll be turned into the finest mulch.
Yeah, you can just.
Yeah,
I'm basically just carrying his stuff so that way when we go to a grave site, his sword will be tombstone.
we could.
Come
So
on,
there's a
guys, that
very
might be-
large tree in the center of the Thor. Kind of makes up the canopy protection of it. They will perhaps bury him under the tree.
Isn't
You will
the Thorpe suspended over the canyon?
Right, but there's like land though and like soil.
Okay.
Like below it? Or...
So his final resting spot is at the center of this
Right.
town.
Right.
Hmm. So we go over there and make a nice person to hold.
And we will use the sword as a grave mark.
Nice.
Hang on, I'm gonna take a look at it real quick. just to see if there's any markings on it or like anything special on it that I want to take a look at.
Keep it.
Was there? Or is it just like a common king sword?
It's definitely a royal armament. I mean, it's like a family heirloom.
Mm.
Quite recognizable to any human, probably.
Kind of twirl the, like, just mainly just holding it as if it were my own, just going, this is a really good sword, but I guess I have standards. And I just place it down.
You're an anti-paladin. You don't really have standards anymore.
True, but yet again, I won't kill anyone if they're like weak. I expect a good fight. If someone just dies in front of me, then well, that's like, well, I don't fucking care.
Okay.
Like,
Fair
I
enough.
live for a good fight because I wanted to beat him. I wanted to make my character kind of like a mercenary. So
Fair enough. Okay.
I kind of respected him, and I was hoping for he died. I'm like, well, I guess I gotta do this now, and then just shink right. I basically King Arthur's sword right towards the top of the grave, and I just turn around. It's like, well, does anyone want to say anything? 'Cause
Actually, the Rev Buns are going to take the sword and grow a beautiful like gravestone out of like vines, and they're going to place the sword inside of the gravestone, and the vines are kind of going to wrap around it and like hold it in place and display it in front of it horizontally.
So let's go halfway with that.
Yeah.
Dima implants the sword, and then everything grows around the sword.
Yeah, like these beautiful flowers are like sprouting around it.
I just look at that. I was like, well, that's pretty. I didn't know that could do that.
You thought you did it?
Yeah.
I'm amazing.
I'm amazing.
The Revenants are like, should we tell him? They're like, no.
No, let him have his moment.
Let him have this.
I can create the most evil of curses upon my foes and make flowers grow when I stab the dirt.
I'm amazing.
I'm a genius. All right, well, I pretty much just wait till someone gives him his rights or whatever.
His rights?
You have the right to remain silent. 'cause
Or
you're
the
dead.
fucking-
dead.
Like funerary rites or whatever. Religious
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, okay. Well, is anybody human?
Dearly beloved.
We are gathered here today to
I
witness the
think
union between
I think
an old piece of shit and the ground.
I say Eugene because you're probably the most human.
that's
of us all.
true.
On top of our Shaka, since he
Well, I mean,
known.
Arshaka knew him though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also true.
I know some things about religion. I might be able to cobble together something resembling
Who are you trying to like?
what he
I can help.
Plus, you're a god, and also you're deafened, Jordan.
Tinnle.
But-
No, never mind. I need to keep the bag closed so
Yeah,
the
I
dude doesn't
was saying.
scream while doing this.
Well, he might have calmed down. You don't know.
That's true. I
Timing.
will
Check.
open the bag and I'll take a peek in and be like, you doing all right in there?
Tinnell and Tiz are having a conversation.
Okay.
I say leave him be.
So
I won't interrupt them.
You'll
They
say
can-
sorry to disturb you and close the bag gently.
I'll let them out a little later.
Okay.
After these funerary rites.
Well, I can still confer with Graven telepathically about like what the rights even should be.
Oh, right. RITE. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking like rights.
You have the right to remain silent. And
English is a hell of a language, isn't
Yeah,
it?
fucking.
Yeah, I'm great with religion. I can definitely help you out with that sort of thing.
Yeah, let Graven.
Which religion are you gonna choose though?
Yeah, God and stuff. Yeah, Jesus.
I mean, I think that'd be
Oh
part,
Jesus! Jesus! Oh Jesus!
part of what we
Right,
would do would be figuring out which god we should.
Just
Do
little
rights
of
for
every
them.
one of them. Just cobble it together.
All right, for the next 4.5 hours.
Fun
we go
fact,
down
I
the list of
Don't
gods.
think he can hear you, so it probably doesn't matter.
Whoa.
Although he might be looking down from somewhere. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Or up or across.
Or through.
Or down below.
Wait a minute. Is that him behind that bush over there?
Oh, you're not dead.
Just hiding behind a bush.
Grabs his sword and runs away. He's young again.
He's a baby, just runs off.
So yeah.
Carrying the sword, waddling away.
All right, yeah, I'll do some traditional rites for a couple of gods frequently worshipped by humans.
Nice. You could even pick the ones that had major centers within Grithwick.
Yeah, we'll do that. I got history and shit too.
There you go.
I can work something out.
There you go. It is done. Kashan's
say-
rite of passage has been completed.
We see a little tiny ghost go boop up into the sky. It is Kashan. He is gone.
I heard that, Rob.
You did hear that.
Kashan was my friend, but now this is his end.
The end.
So
can't-
long and farewell. I'll see you in hell.
Ooh.
Wow.
Feel free to quabble amongst yourselves. You can spend the rest of the night here and
Yeah,
rest up a bit.
Let's get drunk in
Oh,
honor
wait.
of Kashan.
Let's see if we can fix this hearing issue.
Yes, because
I hear alcohol is a good way to fix this.
just pour it in your ear.
I'm serious. I'm like, guys, listen. I know
Berry
it
wine.
sounds crazy, but let's get drunk.
I mean, you can get drunk.
Is there any sort of way we can fix their hearing here?
Unfortunately, no. The tree people would never have been in a situation where that would have applied.
Yeah.
So they have not learned anything like that. But they can offer some fermented fruit juice.
Yup.
That is a possibility.
And sustenance for those who eat.
I could eat. Berries again. Okay, fine.
And
It's not
if
like a steak dinner, but fucking man.
y'all want to RP the drinking,
I did it last time with a group. I think.
I sit in a corner and think about all the hard life things that have happened to me lately.
yeah, this has not been a easy few days.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. This is no time for celebrating, to say the least.
Somber
Oh, no,
drinking night then.
I'm getting shit faced. I'm like going around to each party member. I'm like, so what was your favorite Kashan moment?
Classic Sean moments.
Mine was the part where
I will probably be sitting next to Arshaka.
and I'm just gonna sob.
I
I'm sitting next to Arshaka, keeping very quiet and looking down at the table. Not really saying anything.
So, Eugene, in your drunken stupor,
Mm.
you keep thinking back to what what Tiz had told you earlier.
About the human.
Yes,
And the puppet.
it keeps popping into your head, but you know,
Oh, is Tiz out?
you're drunk.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Tiz
let
out.
Tiz out.
Oh, Tiz is out now.
He probably wants a drink.
Tiz is
Yeah, as long as he's calmed down.
Tiz is flipping a coin between his fingers, drinking something.
All right, I'm gonna.
Sin silently in a corner.
I'm gonna go over to Tiz. Completely. I have
Shit-faced.
forgotten that he cannot hear. So I'm just gonna walk up to him. I'm like, hey, you. Tell me about his spellcaster. And I'm just gonna like slobber all over him.
He turns to you with the boy face, and he snaps his fingers, and flames come up on his first three fingers, his thumb and his 1st
I'm
two
gonna
fingers.
pour the rest of my drink out into his hand.
It puts him out, and he's just like,
I'm like, that was cute.
I just imagine you just being a sassy cat right now.
I am a sassy cat.
Oh,
Sassy cat?
Sassy cat? Sassy cat.
Sassy cat.
Tiz gets up, walks over to Graven, and says, "Put me back in the bag."
I can't hear you. Oh yeah, did the well, what were the old lady's name again? Robin?
Royben?
Well, I'll be out here. The old ladies that were talking to Arshaka before you touched the stuff.
The Rev Buns?
The Rev Buns?
They're,
Who are
I
men?
don't think they're all ladies, are they?
No, they're all men.
You
Are
know, them old ladies, those reverence buns.
I thought they were.
Robin-
I thought they were female though.
No.
Oh, well, shit. Well, goddamn it.
Are they pretty ladies?
Are you pretty
So, Eugene, you next morning will have a hangover,
Oh, yeah.
and unfortunately, if you take con damage, you will definitely not even know that anything's wrong with you.
That's right.
So let's do that now.
What was the
Put it in chat.
roll?
It'll be a 1d4 con damage.
No, isn't there a save?
Will save?
Yes. You have to make a fort save.
Oh, that's
Fort save. Okay,
If
that's
you-
my worst one.
If you don't make a fort save, 1 point of that damage is going to be drained instead.
Oh,
Hey!
That's
Yeah.
good.
I had 28.
Okay,
A nat 20.
so you still take 1d4 con damage.
Okay.
Oh,
But if you save tomorrow, then it's cured.
yay!
Oh, boy.
No, that's not a yay.
No.
That's not a yay.
Oh heck.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
heck.
feeling like
Oh, heck.
shit this morning.
Yeah.
So
I have 5 con right now.
Wow.
So you have to save tomorrow, or
Death.
no, or you just have to keep taking damage.
You know,
Well, he has 5 con.
well, I mean,
His turn.
eventually I will die if I keep taking con damage.
Right.
Wait.
You
Wouldn't now
have at
people
least one
notice-
more day.
Not even. Like, he won't even know it's wrong.
But
Well,
like,
he's got a hangover now, so it's going to be even harder to tell.
This is like literally the worst hangover of my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll probably notice later on in the day. I mean, it won't be just the worst hangover that literally lasts all day.
Yeah.
I think
well,
eventually it'll be like, hangovers lasting a while.
it's like you just drank like everything that could cure a hangover, and yet you're still looking like shit.
with that means it's the next morning, and I think we can call it here for tonight.
Yep.
Mm.
Cool. I think that was a good session, first session back.
This is probably one of the funnier sessions we've had.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Been a while.
Laughing
Been a
lot.
while.
It was good.
That joke's never gonna die.
Not much happened, but
Well, fucking Bob went crazy.
well, yeah, I suppose a lot of things happened. The amount of time within the campaign didn't pass, but a lot of stuff happened.
Mm-hmm. And also we met Triss, who
Tis.
Tiz, who was hilarious.
And Kashan died.
Yeah.
Who?
Right.
There's a lot of emotionally charged events.
Indeed.
I love it.
I'm just so much right now. I can't.
What?
You cut out, Julian.
Yeah, you cut out Julian.
Oh.
Heck it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream and the recording now. So thanks everyone who watched.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks.
Bye.